FA Cup weekend again. Hello everyone, welcome along to the Commentary Hub. It's the FA Cup weekend again, and today we're bringing you the first of our, 5 games I believe it is, that we're going to be bringing you across the weekend. This one, Manchester United against Middlesbrough, Premier League Manchester United, of course, against Championship Middlesbrough. I'm going to be your main commentator for this evening, Mike Hardiman. Luke Turton's alongside me as well, and I will run you through the lineups before we actually get going with anything else. But in regards to the two lineups, I'll start off with the Manchester United side this time around. Dean Henderson has the place between the sticks. The back four is Dalot, Varane, Maguire and Shaw. Then we've got McTominay and a return for Paul Pogba, who's playing for the first time since November. And then Marcus Rashford, Bruno Fernandes and Jadon Sancho, with the men playing behind Cristiano Ronaldo, who celebrates his 37th birthday tomorrow, ironically, as well. With Lumley, Jexdale, Fry, McNair, former Manchester United man, Jones, Crooks, Howson, Tavernier, Taylor, Sporer, and on-loan Arsenal man Flo Balogun, making up the Middlesbrough side. As for the officials, we've got Anthony Taylor as referee, assisted by Gary Beswick, Darren Cann. Fourth official is Martin Atkinson, VAR Stuart Atwell, and on assistant VAR duty this evening is Neil Davies. Interesting lineups and interesting sides here. Of course, these two sides did actually meet in the FA Cup in 2005, with Manchester United becoming winners on that occasion. And it was actually Wayne Rooney who scored a brace that day to give Manchester United the win in this round, in fact, over a Middlesbrough side. So, first of all, Luke, very good evening to you. And, what do you make of these two sides? Of course, Manchester United have gone relatively strong when you look at their side. And, Middlesbrough under, of course, Chris Wilder as well, looking, like they've gone sort of 3 at the back, which could potentially turn to a 5 at times. So, is it two sides that are really going for it? Because to me, it looks like it is.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. I think Man United were always going to take this strong against Middlesbrough because, let's face it, it's one of the only competitions they're probably going to be having any chance of winning. And Middlesbrough, again, they're in the Championship, so they're going to try and knock out Manchester United. I'm excited to see Isaiah Jones again because he's the alternative player to Jed Spence that was let go to us. So, again, he's been fairly decent this season in the Championship. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes.
And it's going to be interesting if you look at the two substitute benches as well for later on in the game. Jones, Mata, Grant, Fred, Heaton, Wan-Bissaka, Matic, Elanga and Medbury make up the Manchester United bench. And as for Middlesbrough, it's Piero, Peltier, Wood, Watmore, Bamba, Connolly, who's on loan from Brighton, Daniels, Coburn, and Boyd Monroe as well. So, those players that, Ralph Ranier could also, Chris Wilder have gone to here in terms of the substitutes, are players that can make a difference as well, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, it's good that you get extra players on the bench for the FA Cup than you do in the Championship anyway. So, I mean, you can really use your squad and second half really get into making some changes.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, this is the second game in the competition for both of these sides, and they were both narrow winners, like very narrow winners, in fact, last time out. Manchester United won the All-Premiership tie against Aston Villa with Scott McTominay scoring the goal on that occasion. And Middlesbrough, well, it was very late for them. It was actually a stoppage time own goal by John Joe O'Toole that knocked out Mansfield as well in the 95th minute away from home by 3-2. So, two sides that I suppose have had mixed fortunes when it comes to the competition already, because Manchester United, obviously expected to beat Aston Villa, no doubt, and Middlesbrough expected to beat Mansfield. Manchester United did their job, but Middlesbrough just about did their job, but got a little bit lucky against Mansfield, who as we know are flying high in League Two.
Yeah, I mean, Middlesbrough, I think, was always on the cards to beat Mansfield. I mean, all right, it was an own goal, but they scored 2 other goals before that. Then they conceded 2 as well. So, I mean, it was a tight game, but at the same time, that's probably just the nature of the FA Cup, really, isn't it? The underdogs try and make it difficult for the team that's your favourites.
No, absolutely. And of course, Manchester United are only second in terms of winning the competition behind Arsenal as well. Manchester United won it 12 times, Arsenal 14. So, it's a big opportunity with Arsenal going out for Manchester United to, go on and maybe even win another competition here. They haven't won, obviously, a tournament or a cup competition for, I believe it's something like 5 years now. So, it's about time that Manchester United break this duck now as well on their part. And I'm sure, that's a part of the reason they've gone so strong tonight, just to make sure they're in the hat for the 5th round.
Yeah, my point's exactly when I said that it's probably the only competition that Man United are going to win.
Now, that's probably fair to say that in regards to them having a chance in the competitions anyway. The actual record between the two sides as well, it's United's record against Middlesbrough. They won 64, drawn 28, and lost 34 times. And actually, the first ever meeting was in the FA Cup as well, ironically, back in 1894, with Manchester United, known as Newton Heath at that point, winning 4-0 on that occasion, with goals from Alfred Farman, Robert Donaldson getting a brace, and John Pedden as well. So, it goes back a long way, the history between these two sides. And it's quite ironic that we've got an FA Cup tie tonight, and that's where these two sides met first of all as well.
Very much so.
The two sides have just come out now onto the field of play here, and they're just holding some wreaths there as well in regards to the Munich disaster, which was actually going to be this weekend on Sunday, that they're going to be... of course, remembering that, of course, Munich disaster of 1958, and it's nice that the two managers there and the players are going to pay their respects before kickoff as well. But this is going to be a very interesting game, this one. Looking forward to it. And, of course, you're listening to the Commentary Hub 2, JB Sports, JDAT Football, Storm FM, also across Twitch as well on the Commentary Hub's channel, and also my channel for this one. So got a plethora of places to listen in from. It should be very, much appreciated if you do end up choosing one of our platforms. It'd be greatly appreciated, of course, as always. And of course, we are in partnership with Melon as well. Melon app, the streaming site. Check them out at melonapp.com, and you can see what Melon's all about. And of course, if you want to follow us on our socials, Commentary Live 1 is the Twitter handle, and the Facebook page is facebook.com/the Commentary Hub as well. And that's Commentary Live 1, capital C, capital L, and the number 1. And Commentary Hub has capital T, capital C, and a capital H in it. So we'll be getting underway very, very shortly. And of course, before we do so, because I want to mention the last meeting between the two sides back in 2017 as well, where Manchester United come out winners by 3-1 that day, with goals from Fellaini, Lingard, and Valencia. And Rudy Gestede, the man who scored for Middlesbrough on that occasion, in a 3-1 away victory for Manchester United in the Premier League that day. And of course, even if you look back to 2007, of course, I mentioned 2005 when these two sides met, but in 2007, Middlesbrough and Manchester United also met in the FA Cup. It was 2-2 originally. Lee Cattermole and George Boateng scoring the goals with Rooney and Ronaldo. And that one went across to extra time. And Cristiano Ronaldo, once again, was the man on the score sheet to give Manchester United a 1-0 win at Old Trafford on that occasion. And I wonder whether Cristiano Ronaldo will play a big part in this one again, Luke, as well. Obviously, by the looks of the stats here, he does like a goal against Middlesbrough.
Yeah, I'd like to think that Ronaldo would have a big part to play in this game, because last couple of times I've watched Manchester United, I've not really been impressed with Ronaldo.
I think maybe on the eve of his birthday, he might be out to, maybe go and prove a point. Of course, everyone knows that he's going to be 37 tomorrow as well. So we shall see what happens here. Just about to get underway in a second now as well. Just about to take the knee, I believe. Anthony Taylor's just making sure that the two sets of players are good to go. And they are just taking the knee right now. Well, Manchester United and Anthony Taylor have. Middlesbrough have chosen not to, in fact. And we're going to be getting underway with Middlesbrough kicking us off here. And it's back with their number 16, which is Johnny Howson. Trying to play the ball forward, and it's put out straight away by Rafael Varane for a throw-on. And I'm starting to lose my voice already. Excuse me, that's Flo Bannigan there. Gone behind for a Manchester United throw. It was Middlesbrough trying to get started on the front foot early on there. Right into the fancies Middlesbrough to cause an upset in this one. Even though it's at Old Trafford, of course, against Manchester United, who are a bit hit and miss in terms of their league form. And there's going to be a throw in here to be taken by Jadon Sancho there. Manchester United in their home red, white, and white, and Middlesbrough in their changed. What kind of colour would you call that, Luke? It's kind of like
a very, very dark green.
Yeah, so it's sort of like greyish, like dark sort of greyish green, isn't it? Really, yeah. Very sort of dark greeny shirt. As Luke Shaw tries to play it forward now. That was missed there by the goalkeeper Lumley. Missed that one, and it's a shot goal. It's off the crossbar from, who was that? It's kind of Joe Lumley made a mistake. There was Jadon Sancho that had the effort. And straight away, Man United almost 1-0 up there. Mix up at the back between Fry and the goalkeeper Lumley, and it falls to Sancho, who just places that one onto the crossbar there. And then on the follow-up, was it Bruno Fernandes on the follow-up? Let's have a look here, who couldn't quite get a foot round it as well to direct it on target. But, straight away, minute and a half in, and Manchester United have hit the crossbar. So, that's intent for them, isn't it?
I mean, there has to be a louder shout from the goalkeeper there that he's coming out for the ball.
Yeah, I suppose. But then obviously, he's trying to go for the ball, and it kind of just slipped out of his gloves, doesn't it? It's kind of... it didn't look like he got a full two hands on it, or not a strong enough two hands on it anyway, and then he just lets the ball slip through his fingers a bit. As Manchester United are in possession again now with Harry Maguire here at the back, but it's just a through ball to Joe Lumley, and I think he's going to be quite grateful just to take a few touches here. The former QPR goalkeeper as well, and I'm sure that's probably what Chris Wilder, the manager, will probably want him to do, just kind of get a bit of composure back into himself after that mistake early on there.
Exactly.
Former Stevenage loanee, in fact, Joe Lumley as well. Had a spell on loan here in, I think it was about 2016, I believe, 2015, 2016 sort of time. Here's Paul Pogba now. Don't even think Joe Lumley actually made an appearance for Stevenage. That's he was signed on loan and then didn't actually get a look in. And maybe that was why. Maybe he did that in training one day. You never know.
Or at least you have a list of those as well that have signed and not played, because our list is getting bigger and bigger.
Oh, so is ours, mate. 100%. Ours is getting ridiculously big as well. Here's Sporer now, the man in possession for Middlesbrough, given away to Harry Maguire. Here's Scott McTominay now. And he's going to play it out to Bruno Fernandes. It's taken a deflection there, but it's gone into Flo Bannigan on loan from Arsenal, of course. He actually started the first few games for Arsenal this season, did Bannigan as well, of course, in the absence of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and also Alex Lacazette, who were both out of the side at that point with COVID-19, and which saw Flo Bannigan leading the line against Brentford on the opening day, and I think he might have also leaded the line against Chelsea and possibly Manchester City even as well. But I know he certainly started the first game of the season. Was thrown in at the deep end. The young sort of American-born Englishman really now is what you'd probably call him, because he's born in America and moved to the UK at 2 years old. So it's probably half and half, really. Not half and half, but you could class him as either, really. Here's Varane to Maguire. Now Luke Shaw. Now it's with Jadon Sancho. Now back to Harry Maguire once more. He switches it across to Rafael Varane and then on to Diego Dallo there now. There's good covering there from, that was Tavernier that time, who did well to come back and nick the ball off him. But it's back with Pogba now, and here's McTominay, the Scotsman. Is he caught there? Anthony Taylor says yes, he was. And Crooks looks over to the referee there, but easily the correct decision, that one. And Manchester United get moving pretty quickly again.
Crooks does a lot of those challenges in the Championship where just text people just down aimlessly.
It's one of those players that, I think if you're doing it in that area, it's not too bad. If you're sort of doing it when it comes to in your own, sort of, not in a dangerous area of the pitch, but if you're doing it on the edge of the area or in the area, that's when you've got to start worrying a bit. Here's Marcus Rashford now. And here's Paul Pogba. It's going to be a shot here from Bruno Fernandes. Now he plays it out to Jadon Sancho there. On the overlap, he's got Luke Shaw. Tries to play in Cristiano Ronaldo. Lovely little, what's that, like overhead kick, bicycle kick kind of thing from Ronaldo there, who looks in the mood at the moment and trying to test Joe Lumley there, but it was actually straight at the goalkeeper, really, who didn't actually even have to move. But it's good build-up play from Manchester United, and that's a bit of, passage of play there anyway.
Really good build-up play. I mean, Ronaldo needed to get a bit more direct.
There's a chance here for Fernandes. It's actually just going to run through to Joe Lumley there. But, yeah, back to you again.
Yeah, a bit more direction on the shot, and then there's a bit of miscontrol, really, I think.
No, that's right. Here's the number 17, McNair now, former Manchester United man, in fact, the Irish international. When was he at United? I'll have to double check my notes here to see when Paddy McNair was at United. It was actually, that's where he started off the pro game. He actually started off at Manchester United there and then signed in 2018 at Middlesbrough. And he's only 26 years old as well. So, it's one of those ones that it seems to have been around the game for a while, but he's actually a little bit younger than I would have thought he was originally.
I believe McNair was in the same Manchester United group as Tyler Blackett.
Probably was. Yeah, he probably was. Because I think at that sort of time, they did have a few of those kind of players coming through together, yeah. Here's Luke Shaw, by the way, in the present day. Here's Bruno Fernandes back to Luke Shaw. Now Ronaldo, then Fernandes is here now as well. Looking to find Shaw, but good head there by, I think that's Dick Jextel, and now it's Howson. Back to the right wing back, which was Jones, I think, trying to play it forward that time. It's gone out of play for a Manchester. In fact, it's a Middlesbrough throw this time, is it? It is indeed. 7.5 played. Still remains goalless, but if you are joining us late, Manchester United have already hit the crossbar in about the first minute and a half as well. As Flo Balogun there was just a bit sort of, muscled off the ball, kind of a bit manhandled there. And Middlesbrough have a free kick and a dangerous position here to whip a ball in as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a decent start to the game so far. It's been end-to-end, and I think this is a really good chance for Middlesbrough to see if they can start their upset.
They've got a few players coming up from the back, of course. Fry, McNair and Jextel as well, all moving up from the back. As well as, obviously, the main culprits in there as well, the likes of Sporer and Balogun. It's a good ball in, looking for the head of Crooks there. It's good defending by Manchester United. It's actually an offside there as well. And good play from Paul Pogba there in particular, I think, and also Rafael Varane. Two experienced men, of course. Here's Luke Shaw now. Another very experienced player there. Of course, everyone knows all about Luke Shaw, and he obviously has had plenty of injuries to deal with as the former Southampton man. But it's good to see him back and getting some game time at the moment. And touch wood for him, the injuries are going to be put behind him this season. Chance here for Middlesbrough to get it forward, but McTominay wins it, and now Shaw, now Pogba. There's a bit of a battle there, and Pogba's given away a free kick as well, in fact, for that shove down on, I think it might have been Tavernier that time, I think it was.
Yeah,
And again,
I'm
so I
not
was
really
just going to
sure.
say again, it's an opportunity here for Middlesbrough to, it's not a shooting position, is it? But if they can get the ball out wide to get a cross in, or you can see Taylor looks like he's in space over on the left hand side at the moment as well. The left fullback.
Yeah, I'm not really sure Pogba really needed to do that, though.
No, but that's a bit of what's happened there? That's a bit of a shove to the floor from. Well, I'm not too sure who it was on Spora, but it didn't look like it was going to be anything given. It was would have been a harsh penalty anyway for me. Here's Dallo, by the way. Now Pogba to McTominay. Going to try and switch it across his ear, across to the left hand side to Bruno Fernandes. He has indeed. Now back with Luke Shaw. 10 minutes played. Here's Ronaldo now. Sancho gets the ball from Fernandes, trying to find Ronaldo again, but good defending there from, I think that was McNair that time, I believe. He's got a point to prove against the side that obviously let him go. Here's goalkeeper Dean Henderson now. It's good to see Henderson getting some minutes. Of course, a lot of these Premier League teams do this as well, where they've got their main goalkeeper, and then they will rotate when it comes to the FA Cup. So there's no David De Gea in the squad today for Manchester United. Of course, Tom Heaton's amongst the substitutes, as is Lee Grant as well. It's an opportunity for some of these, sort of second choice keepers to actually stake a claim on the number one position, which I kind of like. Here's Dallo now to Ronaldo, and it's good effort and straight at Joe Lumley, who didn't have to really move at all for that one, but. Just going back to what I was saying there in regards to, the second goalkeepers getting a chance when it comes to the FA Cup for some of these sides, the likes of, Manchester United and Chelsea and Liverpool and teams like that, Manchester City as well. It just shows the strength of a lot of these big side squads, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I think it shows throughout most of the Man United squad, because you've got Dallo on that side today, and really don't think he played much in the league.
No.
You've got Rashford playing today, which is not really been starting games. Sancho's not really been starting games. Pogba's not really been starting.
No.
So, I mean, it's just giving people minutes, really, isn't it? That need minutes.
Yeah, no, 100%. And it's a good time to do it when it comes to the FA Cup in a game that, no disrespect to Middlesbrough, you would expect Manchester United to go on and win. But, of course, we do have upsets. And that's why we're covering the game, because we hope there is going to be one this evening as well. And we hope that Middlesbrough can, upset the apple cart a bit tonight. Here's the number 7, Tavernier now for Middlesbrough. Plays it to Balogun now and out to Taylor. Knocks it back to the number 17, McNair now, and on to Fry there. He goes back to his keeper once more, Joe Lumley, of course. Middlesbrough just played a long ball there. It's still, we've got it back, in fact. He's looking for, I think Crooks was one of the men there that was involved. And now it's a chance here for Man United over on the left-hand side. It played it into the middle. Scott McTominay switches it across to the right flank now where Diego Dallo is. And it's now with Scott McTominay again, scorer of the Manchester United goal in the last round against Aston Villa as well, as I mentioned earlier. Here's Fernandes now. McTominay still down injured, but the game is being allowed to play on. Here's Sancho. Now Fernandes, Man United man, still down, by the way, as well. And it's going to be put towards Dallo and gone out of play there for Middlesbrough throw on. And Scott McTominay there. Looks like he's in the wars a bit, the Scotsman. And see if there was anything really in this challenge from Crooks there. But did look like he was a little bit late and left it on him a bit, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, Scott McTominay's probably used to doing those to other people anyway, so it's just part and parcel of being a central midfielder, to be fair. Just a physical challenge. Painful, but just part and parcel of the position.
That's right. We said it on, I think you said it on the game on Wednesday, in fact, in the Glasgow Rangers against Celtic game. That we kind of want those challenges in football, don't we? We want those kind of meaty challenges, and we want a little bit of physicality in the game. Here's that was Jones on a bit of a marauding run. It looked like he might have been fouled, but the referee says no. Maguire plays it out to Rashford, who looks to find Ronaldo, but given away now, and it's with Tavernier there. Now Johnny Howson plays it out to Jack Stell, and then on by Crooks to Jones. There's a chance for Middlesbrough. Lovely little touch there as well. Back to Jack Stell again. I think that is there. Trying to play it forward, but good play by Luke Shaw there.
You see, what Middlesbrough do with their team is they actually play a right wing back as a centre back. So both Dyke, Steele, and Jones
can overlap, like and kind of rotate a bit. Yeah,
which is classic Chris Wilder.
Mm-hmm. I like that as well. It's, you see here, even in defence, obviously, it looks like they're attacking with 5. But it also looks like they're defending very well with 5 at the moment as well. With or they defending more of a 4 actually there by the looks of it. I'm not 100% sure. I think Jones is more sort of staying out in midfield actually when it comes to defending. So it actually looks like they might even be defending with a bit of a bank of, maybe it's a bank of 4 or a bank of 5 depending on transitions of play, I suppose. Yeah.
I think Jones is definitely the wing back, but I think it's more where they are on the pitch in correlation to, well, they're having throw-ins at the minute. And I mean, Dale Fry on that one was very, very kind of deep. Ronaldo was pressing further in.
So he's just trying to stop him from getting a free run, really, or, an easy run at goal. Yeah. It's a corner now for Manchester United. Going to be taken here by Luke Shaw. 16 minutes played, still remaining goalless at the moment. Manchester United, of course, had that very early opportunity though, off the crossbar from Jadon Sancho. It'll be Luke Shaw to take this corner now over on the left-hand side. Whip the cross in as well. It's a long one, looking for Harry Maguire, and it's over the top. It's kind of a bit high and wide actually that time, and not troubling Joe Lumley there, but it was a free run there at the goal from Harry Maguire. It was the defender didn't really follow him there, or not completely, did he anyway?
No, I think Maguire did a decent run, and they were a bit asleep, Middlesbrough, to Maguire at the back.
It's interesting because obviously Maguire has played in a few of the lower divisions as well. Obviously he played at Sheffield United, and of course he went on and won the Premier League with Leicester as well. So even the fact he's played for England, they would have seen lots and lots of Harry Maguire. They haven't come up against him, but in regards to watching him, I'm sure that's maybe one of the things they would have looked at, how Manchester United attack from these corners, and the men that get forward from the back as well can have a bit of an impact and a bit of a difference. Harry Maguire, of course, being one of those.
But I bet they won't repeat it again.
No, I'm sure they'll learn pretty quickly. Yeah, pretty rapid. Here's the man in possession now, Maguire as well. Plays it out to Luke Shaw again. In fact, that was Luke Shaw that time, wasn't it? Now it's McTominay there, trying to find Jadon Sancho. He's got out of play for another Manchester United throw. 18 minutes. And Manchester United looking like they, trying to break this Middlesbrough side down. But Middlesbrough at the minute defending really pretty well. Only that one scare which come, right at the very start of the game. And that could have easily been Manchester United trying to catch them cold. Good touch there from Fernandes to Pogba, though, on the edge of the box. And then here's McTominay now from Ronaldo. And then out to Luke Shaw. Trying to find Pogba. And he's gone down, and it's going to be a penalty here to Manchester United. It's Pogba that's gone down under the challenge of, was that Jack Stell? We'll have to see, but let's have a look here. It was Jack Stell. It's wrong side of Paul Pogba. Just shoved him down to the ground there. And all day long, that's a penalty for me, Luke. I don't know if anyone could have any arguments about that. I'm sure Middlesbrough fans might have a look at it from a different angle or whatever, but easily a penalty, that one for me, and it gives Ronaldo a chance to score another goal against Middlesbrough, a team, as we said earlier, that he fancies himself against.
Yeah, I mean, in that position, you just let the guy have a shot because he was wide of the goal. He's got to pull it across goal if he's going to give it to anyone. You just give Ronaldo an easier chance to score.
No, 100% here, and it's a good opportunity for Ronaldo on the eve of his 37th birthday, as we said earlier as well. The man who, of course, has been very successful in his career, playing for the likes of Manchester United and then obviously Juventus and Real Madrid, and now back at Manchester United again. Of course, was successful and won the Euros with Portugal as well. Up against Joe Lumley now. Ronaldo steps up and he puts it wide. Cristiano Ronaldo, you would have put your house on Cristiano Ronaldo to score that from 12 yards, but maybe tonight won't be his night. Maybe the pressure got to him. You don't know what it is, but that was a weak penalty. That was very poor.
I'm actually lost for words. I mean, watch this again. It's almost like he was waiting for Lumley to dive.
Waiting for him to move across. Yeah.
I'd put it the other side after seeing him dive.
Seen him go across. Manchester United there have had a huge opportunity, a big let off for Middlesbrough, the Championship side, and Cristiano Ronaldo. Normally, you'd fancy him from 12 yards. Well, even the best can miss.
I mean, I'm going to say it now. This is shaping up to be a game where a team that doesn't take their chances is going to get punished soon on the break.
Yeah, and that team, of course, is Manchester United, who have had a lot of the possession and, a couple of chances now as well. The one there from 12 yards, obviously the one that hit the crossbar as well, right at the very start of the game. So, this could actually play into Middlesbrough's hands a bit now.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm not really sold on Ronaldo for penalties.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Obviously, Bruno Fernandes is on the pitch, who, has taken quite a lot of penalties and been relatively successful with a lot of these penalties as well. So, maybe it's interesting because Bruno Fernandes does take the penalties, doesn't he, normally?
Before this season, it was Fernandes taking the penalties, and he scored most of them.
Yeah.
But it seems like ever since Ronaldo's come to the club, he takes every free kick and every penalty, regardless of whether he's good at it or not.
Yeah, and he just proved there that, for whatever reason, even people like Cristiano Ronaldo, who are, top drawer, world-class players like him, can have moments where they, just seem to get it all wrong. And here's Luke Shaw now for Manchester United as well, trying to get it moving forward again. But Cristiano Ronaldo there he's trying to get himself back into another position here now. I think he's going to want to try and get that miss out of his head relatively quickly, the Portuguese superstar.
I mean, it was sort of dragged wide, wasn't it, the penalty?
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
It was one of those ones that Joe Lumley didn't even have to move. It's a shot at goal here, and again, Dalot plays it into Bruno Fernandes. He's totally skied that one over the top. I think he was offside anyway. But again, Manchester United there, it's just opening up Middlesbrough at will there. It's a good ball from Dalot. He's offside anyway there, but the flag stayed down. Unless it's going to be put up, after he's had the shot. But it didn't look like the referee's assistant was going to put the flag up there. And again, Manchester United, might want. Yeah, see, that's a goal kick there rather than a free kick by the looks of that. Yeah. So another opportunity.
There's a guy at the bottom of the picture that was playing him onside.
Okay, I couldn't quite see who it was. Yeah,
I think it was Neil Taylor on this side. Was stood level with Fernandes.
Oh, okay.
I think Fernandes was actually thinking that he was going to be offside, so he skied it.
Yeah, but that's 3 in 23 minutes now that Manchester United have had in terms of chances, and it goes to what you were saying before. Middlesbrough got a free kick here as well, by the way. Now, with a foul on, I think it's McNair there who's gone down, the former Manchester United man, of course. But 3 chances there: Jadon Sancho, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Bruno Fernandes have all seemed to either get too much on it in regards to Jadon Sancho, or get it all wrong in terms of Cristiano Ronaldo and Bruno Fernandes' opportunities that they've had.
Yeah, it just seems like they're not really kind of relaxed in the play. It's all very kind of rushed, and we're gonna try and hit it at 100 miles an hour to try and break the net. Whereas if they actually took a bit more time on things, they might actually get some goals.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Manchester United are trying to, like at times they're trying to play it out, sort of play it across the pitch there, play it out wide. But even then, Diego Dallo seemed to get that one. That's a good ball though, looking for Jadon Sancho. Ronaldo's in the area as well. Sancho's effort, and it's in the net. Jadon Sancho, he's made up for that one he missed earlier on. Jadon Sancho has given Manchester United the lead. Middlesbrough fans, to be fair, and anyone that's tuning in, you can't really argue with that. They've been better of the sides so far in this game, and fully deserving of that lead, Manchester United as well, which they've now taken through, of course, the Englishman, Jadon Sancho.
I mean, again, that's basically what I was saying about 2 seconds before. Sancho gets the mistake in the middle from the Middlesbrough guy, and it goes out to.
It's over on the. Is it Jexdale again? The one who obviously, or was it? No, it was actually Jones that time.
And then he just smacks it across goal.
Did it take a deflection off of Jones as well? Let's see. Sancho here.
Yeah.
Comes off of Jones. That might even go down as an own goal there, potentially. But Man United lead nonetheless anyway, and I'm sure their fans won't care.
I think he'll stay as a Sancho goal because it was going on target.
Yeah, possibly.
Maybe, unless he was trying to play in Ronaldo.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if it was going to be a pass. Yeah. But Jadon Sancho is the one who's loving it at the moment anyway. And Manchester United are the side that are now leading by a goal to nil, and deservedly so, really, as well. 26 played, and it's the Premier League side ahead. Does it like Jadon?
It isn't one of them days then.
Well, you never know. Still plenty of time to go. Bruno Fernandes looking for Marcus Rashford on towards Ronaldo, who looks like he's gone down under the challenge of Joe Lumley there. It looks like Lumley and Ronaldo exchanging a few, well, what looks like choice words between the pair there as well.
I mean, I wouldn't really say he was taken out by Lumley. He's made a...
Lumley's got to the ball before Ronaldo there, and Ronaldo's gone and kicked him. Yeah,
Ronaldo's kicked Lumley and then made a right meal of it.
Sometimes that's what those players do. That's something that Cristiano Ronaldo probably should be stamping out of his game. For all of his technical ability and all of his goal scoring ability and creating ability and everything like that, he does have a bit of sort of those moments about him as well, which can be that's what puts some people off him. Here's Luke Shaw now to Harry Maguire. Now Diego Dallo here, right side. Marcus Rashford back to Dallo again. And then Harry Maguire's here as well now. Out to Luke Shaw. Here's Harry Maguire. 27.5 played. Manchester United 1, Middlesbrough 0. Diego Dallo in possession at the moment for the Red Devils, of course. Here's Paul Pogba there. Gets it back as well from Ronaldo, and McTominay as well was involved, but Pogba keeps possession, and a bit of a battle there with Matt Crooks, who actually does very, very well there, the Middlesbrough midfielder.
I mean, I don't want to jinx it after 28 minutes, but Pogba's having an okay game today.
So far, he's looking like he's trying to make things tick in midfield for Manchester United here, considering he's not played since November. He's not looking at all rusty, is he?
I mean, I've seen Paul Pogba some games where I've hardly noticed him.
Yeah.
He looks pumped up for this game.
Maybe it's because he's playing Middlesbrough. Maybe it's the championship thing. Maybe it's like, well, because they should expect to win. Maybe I don't know what it is. Maybe he just had his Weetabix today and he's been forgetting the last few times.
Maybe he gets excited about playing Championship Middlesbrough.
Maybe. Here's Fernandes looking for Ronaldo. And he's going to try and switch the play across there to Marcus Rashford, and he's claiming a corner there. Let's have a look. Did Lumley get a touch? I don't think he did, but...
Was he trying to switch it across there, or was he actually trying to go for goal?
Let's have a look. It's good play from Fernandes, trying to find his Portuguese teammate, of course, and Ronaldo there. Oh, actually, that's a point. Is he trying to get it across? I mean, is he trying to go for a shot there? Either way, he just drags it and gets it all wrong. But with Ronaldo, you can never really tell, can you?
I think knowing Ronaldo is probably going for goal there.
Yeah, more than likely, especially because he's missed the penalty in this game already. He's kind of got a point to prove now. He wants to make amends of it.
Rashford being up there is just technically irrelevant, I think.
It's one of those ones that, if he gets it straight to Marcus Rashford's foot and he scores, then he says it's a cross. But if that nestles in the corner, he'd be like, yeah, I meant that as a shot anyway.
Yeah, very much so.
One in the air by McNair, and it's now McTominay to Dalot, by the way, from Manchester United. Then it's a chance here for Rashford. Shot a goal, and it's 2. Is he onside, though? There might be an offside here. Marcus Rashford, he took that really, really well. The offside flag has gone up, in fact.
Yeah, but, Rashford didn't really celebrate.
No, he didn't celebrate there.
That was probably the best shot of all the ones so far in the game, including the goal.
Yeah.
And it was offside.
It's not much offside. It does look like he's just ahead of play, but only like a toe or so. Like it's very minimal, but he's off anyway. Yeah. And again, that's a little bit of Joe Lumley at his worst there as well. Obviously, he's made a mistake early on in the game, dropping the ball straight to Jadon Sancho, and that one pretty much went through his legs as well. So the Middlesbrough keeper probably a bit fortunate that one was offside anyway, for the way that would have looked on his part.
Yeah, maybe he thought he was offside already. I know you've got to actually just wait for the flag, but I mean, yeah, it was disappointing.
It's not the best goalkeeper. Joe Lumley plays it forward now, and it's looking for the striker Sporer. Out it goes to Jones in towards the number 7, Tavernier. He's going to play it out to Taylor. He's got Balogun across if he wants to use him. Neil Taylor now wins the throw as well. That's a good play from the old Swansea left back, Aston Villa left back as well, ironically, from a few years back.
Oh dear.
Pogba's gone down there. Maybe he's had half an hour and now he doesn't fancy it anymore against Championship Middlesbrough.
Neil Taylor got sent off in the Championship semi-final first leg when Forest played Swansea.
Okay, so what year was that? Was that a few years back now? Was it
2011, I believe?
Oh wow! So like 11 years ago. Oh wow!
Billy Davis territory.
Okay. That's a good stat to know. Regarding Neil Taylor, of course, I've always liked Neil Taylor as a fullback, to be honest. I don't really think he was given that much of an opportunity at Aston Villa. I thought he should have been given more of a chance, personally, if I'm being completely honest about how I feel with that.
On the move concerning Neil Taylor, he probably should have played Balogun on that side, to be honest.
I think Balogun was originally going to get the ball, and then he's kind of just left it. His Balogun now, and he's going to good touch from the Arsenal loanee as well, and it's now. That's good from Harry Maguire there. I think that was Jones involved as well, trying to get the cross in, but Harry Maguire does well. And now Man United can count on. Here's Bruno Fernandes looking for Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo gets Lumley. Good save that time. Stood up tall and did very, very well there, the Middlesbrough keeper.
Yes, he did. That was brilliant goalkeeping. It's good to be watching a game where a player does that going into towards the penalty area and they actually stand up to it.
Middlesbrough getting a bit of a foothold now. That's a good through ball to Balogun. Balogun's going to have a shot and it's wide of the goal. But Flo Balogun there saw the goal open up for him there. Had a bit of a sighter and unlucky as well there. Good ball through from House, and he picked him out originally, and it's just one of those ones that nestled into the crowd rather than into the corner of the net or the top of the net, which is what obviously Middlesbrough fans and anyone wanting an upset would have rather actually happened on that sort of passage of play there. Here's Harry Maguire now. Go on, mate.
You see, if anybody listened to the commentary the other day, that me and Nicholas did, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, of goalkeepers actually doing their job.
At least, to be fair, that was a very good commentary actually between yourself and Nicholas the other day. It was relatively, obviously, biased in regards to your side. I'm not going to, paint it across any differently than it was, but it was very, very good anyway. Nonetheless, it's kind of quite nice to have, a little bit of that at times. But, you can't have everyone being completely unbiased all of the time.
I try to balance it out as much as possible, but when your team concede from a thing hitting the post and then they don't react, then what do you really expect?
Frustration. I totally understand. I get you. Yeah. So throw in here to be taken by Diego Dallo for Man United, by the way. But back to you, Luke. Go on.
There's being impartial, and then there's just being downright annoying.
I agree. Sometimes it can be, either impartial or I wouldn't say annoying. I think the word is probably, I don't know what the word is, but sort of unrealistic. Maybe is the word. Yeah.
Anyway,
here's Bruno Fernandes now to Harry Maguire. Trying to find the goal scorer Sancho was up, and it's going to be put through by Jack Stelder to Lumley. 10 minutes of the first half remaining. Man United leading by the 1-0 through Jadon Sancho. Cristiano Ronaldo, of course, missing a penalty earlier on as well, putting that one wide of Joe Lumley's goal. So it has had a bit of drama in this one.
Just going to put a prediction in that Andres Spora scores for the end of the game.
Who's that?
Andres Spora.
Oh, the partner to Balogun up front for Middlesbrough. Okay.
Just because he seems to score in most games.
It does look like, if I'm watching him now a little bit, it looks like he's one of the ones who is trying to get in good areas for Middlesbrough here. Him and Balogun, in terms of the way that they're playing this game, they haven't had many chances yet, but they're certainly getting themselves in the right areas from the way I've seen them getting about the play here anyway. Here's who was that there? The right back now, which was the number 2, Jack Stelder. It's actually the right-sided fullback, isn't he? And now it's Spora. Talk of the man. He's going to whip this one in, and it's going to find Rafael Varane defending that one very well that time, though. It's a good head there from Fry there. He wins it. Does he know? He loses out this second time. It's now Ronaldo to Rashford, and Rashford trying to find Fernandes, and that's completely wrong and gone out of play there for a Middlesbrough throw. Looks like they've got man. He's got a little bit of cramp there. Was that the number 16? Howson? I think it might have been. Yeah, it was indeed, actually. So throw in here for Middlesbrough now.
He'll be all right. He's played a lot of games with Johnny Howson.
Yeah, he's very experienced, isn't he? Yeah. He certainly knows the game and knows how things work when it comes to football matches and big matches at that as well. Here's Paul Pogba now. Plays it out to Luke Shaw. He's got Marcus Rashford on the overlap. And looking forward, he uses Rashford as well. Rashford gets that one, takes a deflection off of Taylor, and now Middlesbrough get it moving. It's Flo Balogun here now. It's given away. Here's Rafael Varane looking for touch from Sancho to McTominay. He's got McTominay here for Manchester United. Tries to find Sancho, and he wins the corner there off of Johnny Howson. And,
good tracking back from Howson there.
It was. That was a very good tracking back from Johnny Howson, who looks completely fine after that 1 minute. Well, 1 minute there where he just looked like he was a little bit maybe winded or whatever, but he was able to sort himself out anyway. Then defend very well there.
If Joe Worrell can play through a whole game at Millwall with a cracked, broken rib, then I think Howson's going to be okay with a little bit of cramp.
Yeah, he's absolutely fine. He's moving freely and he's all right now, yeah. It was more like it was a stomach. Like maybe he got a little bit of a whack in the stomach or something, but he's okay anyway. It's Luke Shaw with the corner now. It's good defensive head there from that was Fry, was at that time. He's gone behind for a throw-in. It's going to be taken by Luke Shaw there, just running over to the left-hand side to get himself ready and prepared for this one. Manchester United 1, Middlesbrough 0. Ronaldo 2, Diego Dallo there. Plays it across to Jadon Sancho, the goal scorer. Here's Paul Pogba now. Has looked like he's done pretty well in his first half. And actually, it was Pogba that won the penalty as well, wasn't it? Which Ronaldo missed and put wide.
It was indeed.
So he's looking like does fancy this game today. It's going to be a corner by Jadon Sancho again now. On the left-hand side. 6 minutes of the first half remaining. Luke Shaw's going to take this one. In fact, Jadon Sancho's just left it to his England teammate. There's another England teammate there. It's Harry Maguire just in front of the goalkeeper there as well. It's a corner there. It's straight to Marcus Rashford. It's gone behind for another corner now, I believe, as well. It's a bit of a strange kind of corner, that one. It's one that was just kind of played along the floor and, just straight to Bruno Fernandes there. He just dummies it across to Marcus Rashford and kind of catches Middlesbrough out a little bit there. I think they may be expecting a high one, but it's one that was just played across the ground there. Here's Jadon Sancho, just at the time being, gets it back from Luke Shaw and Rashford again, and it's straight at goalkeeper Joe Lumley, who again drops it and again picks it up at the second time of asking. 5 minutes remaining.
In other news, it's 0-0 between Birmingham and Sheffield United in the Championship game.
Okay. And of course, Sheffield United, who had Dean Henderson in the goal for them a couple of years ago, of course, had 2 loan spells over there. Here's Joe Lumley now, his opposite number for the game today. His ball there has just been seen out of play by Fernandes for a Man United throw-in. Of course, you're listening to the Commentary Hub and all Commentary Hub's alternatives channels as well. Diego Dallo. We're back tomorrow as well for what's going to be an absolute cracker of a cup tie between Kidderminster Harriers, the non-league side Kidderminster Harriers, of course, and David Moyes' West Ham United as well, which should be a really good game with Nicholas Jones on main commentary for that one. I'm going to be taking a little bit more of a back seat and just going to be on terms of co-commentary for that one tomorrow. Paul Pogba there just catches his man, which was Tavernier. And it looks like Paul Pogba's going to be going into the book here as well by Anthony Taylor. His name's just been taken. First booking of the game.
And then following on from the game you're doing earlier on, later JB and myself are doing Spurs Brighton, I believe, as well.
Hopefully that's a good result for Brighton then. Hopefully they're comfortable winners in that one.
Of course you'd say that, Mike. Of course you would.
100%. Everyone that knows me knows that. Here's Johnny Howson now over this free kick for Middlesbrough. Wouldn't say that's an upset if Brighton win that, to be honest. I think it's more of an upset if Tottenham win. Here's Tavernier now. Here's Flo Balogun. And it's going to be defended well there between Varane and Rashford. And it's now the number 16, Howson again. Going to switch it out to Jack Stell there. In fact, it's actually the other defender there, Jones, that time. And then the number 17, McNair, looks like he's just moved over to... Was that McNair from right back? That's a bit of a... Maybe he's just gone over there to change position a little bit there. I thought he was playing more across the left-sided defence before. And it is McNair over there as well. Maybe he's still up from a previous set piece.
Yeah, I think he was.
That's a Man United throw in here now. As I said before, I'm sure Paddy McNair would love a goal against a side that he knows very well and where it all started out for him.
I think Middlesbrough would like a goal in general, to be fair, to reward this half.
Free kick there, was it? No, that did look like that was a free kick there for a foul on Jones, but Anthony Taylor says no. Middlesbrough getting more of a foothold in this half, though. I think the more it's got on, the better Middlesbrough have looked. And here is the man you mentioned earlier, Spora, and it's taking a couple of extra touches there, in fact, and was a bit unlucky. I think he kind of just kicked from one foot to the other there, did the Middlesbrough number 11.
I think Middlesbrough are slowly warming up in this game.
Yeah, they are starting to get there now. They're starting to get a bit of more of a foothold in it now, and kind of giving Manchester United a few problems to deal with. Yeah, I totally would agree with that. Maybe a little bit too late in the half for them to go in anything other than 1-0 down, but you never know. Still a minute of the 45 to go, so don't obviously count your chickens as of yet. Manchester United fans, it might end up coming back to bite you. Good header there by Dale Fry. No, it's Neil Taylor there. What can he do here? Plays it into... It's given away, in fact. Now it's Marcus Rashford. Now Pogba finds Fernandes, looking for Jadon Sancho, but he misses out there, and good defending from Jones there, but Ronaldo has it, and now Sancho, and back to Ronaldo again, and now McTominay. McTominay out to the goal scorer, Jadon Sancho once more, and now Bruno Fernandes. Going to just play it across there to Sancho and Ronaldo, and good defensive head from Fry, I think that was that time. Coming up to the last 15 seconds of the first half before we find out how much additional time is going to be added on. Probably won't be too much, maybe a minute or two. Middlesbrough still very much in this game and giving Man United a bit of a run for their money, although they haven't really created a lot of clear-cut chances yet, and we are into only 1 minute of additional time. And to be fair, we said it earlier on in the half there that Manchester United, probably good value for the lead, having the chances they've had. And here's Jadon Sancho now. Ronaldo, good defending there from Tavernier, and then Lumley just takes a bit of a wild swing at that one and goes into the Man United half. Pogba there. Wins it back. Good play from Paul Pogba there. Tries to find Ronaldo. He's got Dalot in the middle if he wants to use it. Good header there by Fernandes, but straight at Joe Lumley, and that will probably more than likely see out the half with only about 15 seconds to go. But as I was just about to say, Manchester United have had their opportunities in this half, and Jadon Sancho is the man who has made the difference so far. He had an opportunity right at the start where he hit the crossbar. Cristiano Ronaldo uncharacteristically missed the penalty as well, putting it wide of Joe Lumley's goal. And also Bruno Fernandes had one that he put over the top of the goal as well before. Fourth time lucky for Man United when Jadon Sancho was able to give them the lead, and that's how it remains now at half-time. So what do you make of that first half, Luke? It's been good first half from Man United. They've had the chances, but Middlesbrough have grown into it, haven't they, the more that the first half's gone on?
Middlesbrough have looked fairly decent that half. I mean, Lumley had a couple of questionable moments, but apart from that, they've been solid. I mean, Man United have also had the chances, but I think they'll be disappointed that it's only 1-0 going into half-time, because they also had a penalty, had Sancho's chance. There was a couple of other chances where they've just got in and then not really been able to put it away. The Fernandes one. There was obviously Rashford if he timed his run a bit better. So, I mean, they're a bit unfortunate to just go in 1-0 up, but, it gives them something to try and build on. But at the same time, towards the end of the half, Middlesbrough really got into the game, so they can take confidence from that into the second half too.
And just have a look here at some stats. Possession 68-32 in favour of the home side. And in terms of shots, it's 14-1. 67-33 now in terms of possession at half-time there. So 14 shots to 1 in favour of Manchester United. 6 on target to Middlesbrough's 0. They're still yet to have an attempt on target. They're also yet to have a corner. United have had 4 of those, and there's been 4 fouls in Middlesbrough's favour to 5 from Manchester United. And of course, we have seen a yellow for Paul Pogba as well in that time, the only man who has been brandished with a card. So if you're Chris Wilder now, I think at half-time, the message is going to be, have a shot, I think.
Get into positions, get the ball towards Bora and Balogun around the box, and then just hit it.
That's right. It's one of those games that you can become a hero from sort of out of nothing, really. If you look at the FA Cup over the years and some of the wonderful goals that have been scored by players from lower division teams against higher opposition. Just why not? If you're a Middlesbrough side who, of course, a league below against the Man United side here, with a lot of quality on show who are dominating you at the minute, then might as well have a go from 35, 40 yards and just see what happens. He might be fortunate and it might catch out Dean Henderson.
Yeah, maybe.
And ironically there, just as I was looking at that, just a random bit of information here as well. There was an announcement that went up just before that in regards to a technical fault as well. saying in regards to food and drink at Old Trafford, due to a technical fault, we cannot sell any food or drink in the concourse. So anyone that wants halftime entertainment and halftime refreshment, hope you brought your own. But yeah, Manchester United looking good value for the 1-0 lead that they've got at the moment anyway. And just having a look here before we take a short break at the substitute options as well. Pereiro, Peltier, Wood, Watmore, Bamba, Connolly, Daniels, Coburn, and Boyd Monroe for Chris Wilder's man. Where can he change it? I'd like to see, if I'm looking personally, maybe a Duncan Watmore, maybe a Martin Pereiro, and maybe an Aaron Connolly as well, who of course is on loan from Brighton. Maybe any of those would maybe have a bit of an impact.
Yeah, I mean, they were the three that I was thinking of. I mean, there's also... I'm still trying to remember who you just said.
Peltier, Wood, Bamba, Daniels, Coburn, and Boyd Monroe are the others that we didn't mention. The other three that we didn't just go with there.
I mean, I don't really know much about Boyd Monroe, so I mean, maybe
he's one of the younger players there. I think he's only 22, I believe. Northern Ireland man that they signed from Birmingham.
He might come on. I mean, we'll see.
And in Manchester United, sort of keep it the same, I suppose. But if they want to go a bit more defensive minded or make a change, Paul Pogba on a yellow card, hasn't played since November. Maybe one that can come off for them at some point rather than getting sent off. Maybe Ralph Rangnick might want to not risk him now that he's on the yellow as well, and maybe put on Fred in his place or Nemanja Matic possibly.
Yeah, I mean, depending on how many more goals they score in the second half, you might see Elanga and Hannibal come on.
Yeah, that's a good point as well. Elanga obviously did score for Manchester United just a few weeks ago, didn't he, as well? When a player that is very highly thought of at Old Trafford. And obviously there's Jones and Mata as well there, and Wan-Bissaka. And then the two keepers who, barring anything happening to Dean Henderson, Lee Grant and Tom Heaton, neither of those have been needed. But just going to have a look here before we go to the breaker. This was the opportunity here again, which was from Ronaldo there. A little overhead kick from across from Luke Shaw there. This went straight at the goalkeeper, Joe Lumley, and it's just... looking at the build-up play, it's good build-up play from Manchester United in that first half. And Middlesbrough, that was a good tackle from Fry that time, a little bit of a good slide across. But Manchester United there a bit sloppy in possession, and then they win it back. And Fernandez picks out a lovely pass, good touch from Jadon Sancho there up against Jones. And as we say, we're not too sure whether it takes a deflection, but there's no doubt that he's onside in my opinion. And the goal, nestles quite nicely really into the corner of the net past Joe Lumley, who might be a bit unfortunate that it's taken a deflection and gone in, but certainly nothing less than Man United deserve anyway. So we'll take a couple of minutes break and we'll be back shortly for second half action, but no upset as of yet in the FA Cup. Man United looking good value for their 1-0 lead. Cristiano Ronaldo has missed the penalty, but it doesn't matter because Jadon Sancho has gone and scored himself a goal anyway after missing one earlier on, which hit the crossbar in the first minute. Paul Pogba fouled there for the penalty, definite foul. And Cristiano Ronaldo obviously got that one wrong and put it wide of Joe Lumley's goal. But Jadon Sancho, well, he's bailed him out at the moment. 1-0 Man U at the break. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Commentary Hub's coverage of Middlesbrough's away tie here at Old Trafford. Manchester United 1, Middlesbrough 0. Two sides just coming back out now for the second half. Luke's still with me as well. We said about just before we went back off air there for our short little interlude that Man United, good value for their lead, and looks like Chris Wilder sent his Middlesbrough troops out early as well. So he's certainly, left a sort of Middlesbrough side there that are really quite determined to go out there and put this right, I think, in the second half already.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they're going to want to try and beat Man United because they can get extra prize money. So they're not going to just sit there and not try second half. They're going to throw everything at it.
No, absolutely right. And, why not? Of course, Middlesbrough 7th in the Championship and doing very, very well, actually. Just goal difference away from West Brom, who are in the final position in the playoffs with a game in hand as well. And, in decent form, winning 4 of the last 5. And Man United, of course, 4th in the Premier League at the moment. So two sides that have got ambitions, away from this as well this season, away from the FA Cup. Middlesbrough's main one, of course, being promotion back to the Premier League, and Man United there at the moment are the sides, in favourable position and to try and get into the top 4 in the Champions League spot as well. Back underway for the second half as well here now.
Yeah, they have got things to play for off the FA Cup games, but at the same time, they're going to want the money that they get for progressing through the tournament. So, in a sense, it's all going to be on this 45 minutes to see who goes through, really.
Of course, if it does go through and Middlesbrough score the next goal and it ends up as a draw in this one at 90 minutes, say it ends up 1-1, for example, and it will go straight through to extra time and penalties as well. It does have to be decided on the night. So, it's an opportunity for Middlesbrough, as you say, to really go for it now. And if they do get themselves a goal in this second half and can take it through to extra time, you never know what could happen there. And the tired legs that, might creep in and things like that as well.
Oh, yes, the joys of extra time and penalties. I'd actually forgot about that.
There's a chance here for Middlesbrough now, and it's going to be Jones. Let's put across there. Good defending from... That was that for Dallo that time, and Man United can counter here. Here's Bruno Fernandes. Got Cristiano Ronaldo's good ball through, to Ronaldo. Good bit of goalkeeping there from Joe Lumley as well. Ironically, Middlesbrough have never actually won the FA Cup. They have finished runners-up, which they did in 96, 97 to Chelsea. But they haven't actually ever won this competition, although they have got to a final there, as I mentioned. Man United have runners-up the last time they were in the final, and they lost to Chelsea. But the last time they won it was against Crystal Palace back in 2015-16, which I believe might have even been one of the last times that they've actually won a trophy. It's certainly one of the last few trophies they've won anyway.
I mean, that was a decent ball in from Jones a couple of minutes ago, and then it was another decent ball from, I think it was Fernandes, was it?
Yeah, it was good play from Jones and Fernandes there just a moment ago. Yep, it's Diego Dallo now for Manchester United. Back to Marcus, was that Rashford or Pogba? Anyway, it might have been Rashford that time. No, it's with Luke Shaw. Can he keep it in? He does well, just keeps that one in with a little bit of a back flick there. Here's Harry Maguire. Back to Dean Henderson. Of course, Dean Henderson, as we mentioned earlier on, played for Sheffield United, who are also in action today, and we'll keep you across what's happening in their game as well. It was 0-0 the last that I saw. I'm sure we'll be able to tell you any different as any goals go in there. Here's Bruno Fernandes to
I'll have a quick look.
Luke Shaw now. Cheers, Luke. Thanks, mate. Here's Harry Maguire. Cross to Paul Pogba there. Out he goes to Marcus Rashford. He's gone behind for a Middlesbrough throw.
Actually, goal alert.
Goal.
Birmingham are beating Sheffield United 1-0, and it's that man again, Lyle Taylor.
Oh, so Lyle Taylor, of course, former Charlton man, who is on the score sheet for Birmingham City there. So that's in league action. That sees them now currently sitting in 16th. They've overtaken Bristol City in the Championship there with that one goal through Taylor there. So they've moved up a spot. Here's the number 16 for Middlesbrough now, Johnny Howson. One by Scott McTominay though. And here is the goal scorer, Jadon Sancho. Is Diogo Dalot. Now it's looking to find Marcus Rashford, but good defending there from Paddy McNair. And it looks like Rashford is wanting a corner there, but I think he just actually caught McNair. So it's going to be a free kick rather than a corner or a goal kick to Middlesbrough there.
The one thing I find really odd about the fact Lyle Taylor has now scored 2 goals in 2 games for Birmingham is the fact he could not score for Toffee for us.
That's some players are like that. Some players just settle in better at different teams, don't they? Like you can look at maybe Cristiano Ronaldo to a degree at Manchester United as well, compared to his days at Juventus, or there's certain players that just love certain clubs or will go back to certain clubs, and as we said, Ronaldo's done it, Pogba's done it, who are both playing today as well now. So Lyle Taylor's obviously just he likes playing at Birmingham. Don't know what more I can say really other than that. Here's Luke Shaw now, Jadon Sancho. Here's Scott McTominay. Now Harry Maguire. No subs at half time, by the way, for either manager, or made by either manager. Here's Diogo Dalot. Now Ronaldo. Now Rashford. Diogo Dalot as well gets it back. Up against the number 7, Tavernier. Now Rashford again. Now good play there by, there's a little bit of a lucky one there, and looks like Ronaldo was at his left one on Joe Lumley there.
Those two really are having a little bit of a duel tonight, aren't they, Ronaldo?
They are. They're having a bit of a battle, yeah, which is quite nice. That's a late one. He has left it on him. Has the Portuguese man. Maybe a little bit frustrated still after the penalty miss in the first half.
Yeah, but he ain't got himself to blame for that one.
No, yeah, absolutely right. And it's not even like it was on target. It was one that was just, the goalkeeper didn't even have to really do anything, did he? He just stood still, and then the ball was completely the shot was completely missed rather than saved. It was put wide, yeah. So I totally agree with that. Neil Taylor just puts the thumb up there to one of his teammates in regards to that pass, but it's gone out of play for a throw. So Man United have this throw in anyway.
Oh, another goal alert. Sheffield United now equalised. Billy Sharp.
You said that man when it comes to Lyle Taylor, but it's that man when it comes to Billy Sharp, because he's certainly been around the game for a while. Or more than a while these days. Here's Harry Maguire now, ex-Sheffield United man, of course. Here's Raphael Varane. Paul Pogba plays the ball looking for Marcus Rashford. Can he keep it in play? No, he can't. Goal kick, Middlesbrough.
Man United just need to get a bit better at the weight of passes in the past couple of minutes, because they've been giving the ball away a bit too easily.
They were like that a little bit in the first half, though. There were times that they were a little bit sloppy with some of their passes. Middlesbrough doing the same just then, though, as I say that. Here's Paul Pogba now, looking to play it out to Diogo Dalot there. Good play from the defender. That was Fry that time, I believe. Now it's with Middlesbrough once more, but given away to Scott McTominay there. Now it's with Matt Crooks on a bit of a run. Plays it out to Balogun. Tries to play it through. Good head there from Luke Shaw to deny Sporer from getting to the ball. Good defending there from the Man U and England left back. Here's Marcus Rashford now, talking of England players. In fact, talking of England players and England managers and things like that, Gareth Southgate, of course, was a Middlesbrough legend back in the day. Of course, did he play and manage at Middlesbrough? I believe he did, didn't he, Gareth Southgate?
Yes, he did.
So I'm sure he's probably in attendance this evening. There's Harry Maguire now, looking to find that's Diogo Dalot there. Now it's Raphael Varane. Gets it back to Dalot, trying to find Pogba, but one back there, and Balogun just battles with Dalot, but put back to Raphael Varane. Going back, of course, to legends as well. We were just talking about Brian Robson, of course, legend of both of these two sides. Here's Jadon Sancho now looking to become a legend for Manchester United. Says that Rashford. Oh, Marcus Rashford should be burying that one. And it looks like he's just put that one completely the wrong side of the goal there. Let's have a look here. It's a good ball to find Jadon Sancho from Luke Shaw. Cuts inside, puts the ball through to Rashford, and he just gets it wrong. He just puts too much on that, doesn't he, Marcus Rashford there?
Yeah, there's way
In the
too
meantime,
much
here's Flo Balogun now. Just sorry to cut you off a second, Balogun. There's good defending there from that was Rafael Varane. But back to you. There's that chance there for Marcus Rashford just a moment ago, and he's in fact he's just in again here now. Is Rashford? It's a bit like one of those starts of the second half. It's going a bit crazy here now. It's Ronaldo. Ronaldo puts it wide. Another chance gone begging there for Manchester United. Two in a matter of a minute or two there.
Why is it every time Ronaldo or Fernandez miss a chance, they feel the need to scream loudly into the air?
Yeah, and that's another one that he just got completely wrong there. He puts that one wide and
He's trying to go near post. He needs to go cross goal.
Yeah, but that's Ronaldo. I don't know what it is with him. He just fancies himself to score from every angle, doesn't he? Sometimes.
Yeah, but just go back to basics. You've been missing chances. Just go across goal.
He always wants to score the perfect goal, though, or what he would class as the perfect goal. Anyway, here's Jones now. What can Jones do? Plays it out to Sporer there. What can he do? Finds Balogun. Does he know? Good defending from Rafael Varane. Still, Manchester United 1, Middlesbrough 0. Jadon Sancho's goal. The difference, the man in possession right now. Looking at get Man United moving forward. Finds Ronaldo. And he what was that from Cristiano Ronaldo there? He just overran the ball there and then tried to get the ball back to try and flick it back to one of his own players there, but just flicks it off himself. And that's when you know it's not Cristiano Ronaldo's evening.
I mean, he takes far too long to get control of the ball and himself. Then he flicks it, trying to keep it in play, and doesn't. I just don't think he's quite on it tonight.
I think maybe, I mentioned earlier that it's his birthday tomorrow. He's going to be 37. In terms of footballers, that's pretty old. Maybe he went out and celebrated a bit too early. Maybe if he got they had a game tonight and went out and celebrated, he's playing like he's had a few drinks, maybe. Here's Joe Lumley now from Fry's Pass. Now it's with the number 16 Howson, ex-Leeds, of course. That's that Matt Crook there trying to get moving forward. Not too sure. Now, in fact, it wasn't. It was that Sporer, but it's Taylor. There's a shot there from Crook that time. Ooh. Put through by Jones, and Dean Henderson there had to be alert, and he was. Good goalkeeper there from the Man United number 26, and good save.
Yeah, good save from Dean Henderson and good movement from Middlesbrough.
They're getting a little bit more joy in the second half, and they're getting joy down that side as well, which I think they might look to exploit the more that this half goes on.
And they've got their first corner as well, by the looks of it.
Yeah, Tavernier is going to take this, number 7, of course. Once they get a replacement ball there, because the other ball that they were using, it looks like it's got a bit flat. The joys of English football. Tavernier, see what can happen here, whether he's going to be able to get good connection on this one. Of course, the likes of Fry and McNair and Jexdale are all up from the back, and the likes of Balogun and Sporer, of course, are in the area there too. It's going to be a whipped in here. That's a good head at the near post by Bruno Fernandes that time. It's not Balogun, sorry, that's Balogun that time, though. It takes a deflection into the hands of Dean Henderson. It was actually Jones that passed the ball to him originally. Here's Fernandes now. Scott McTominay's in acres of space here, and he's going to get a bit of a run here as well, the Scotsman. He plays it back to Ronaldo and then Fernandes. We're getting into that kind of territory about, 58, 59, 60 minutes as well coming up that sides decide to go to their bench a lot of the time. So we'll keep you abreast across what happens in terms of substitutes as well. And hopefully there's not going to be loads all in one go, because that's what I had to deal with on Wednesday when it comes to the Scottish game. 5 substitutions apiece on that day. It was difficult to deal with when they were making 3 or 4 in one section at a time. Here's Dallo now, looking to find McTominay. Good play here from United. Here's McTominay. What can he do? He's going to try and put the ball through to Fernandes. Good bit of play there from the Man United midfielder. Fernandes tries to find Shaw, but the ball's just too long for him.
Yeah, exactly that. The ball was just too long.
It's too far ahead of the Manchester United man, and now play for a goal kick here. Joe Lumley having a word with Anthony Taylor there, the referee, about the match ball once more. This is the replacement for the match ball. So luckily we're not substituting match balls because we'd be on substitute number 3 already by the looks of it. Or in fact, they're going to carry on with this one.
Make your mind up.
Exactly. Joe Lumley plays it, looking to find the head of, that was Jones there, wasn't it? Or was it Crooks, actually? It was one of the pair, actually, that time. It was Crooks, I think. He's gone behind, offered Luke Shaw. No, it's actually for the Middlesbrough man for a Man United throw in there. Of course, you're listening to the Commentary Hub and Commentary Hub 2, JB Sports, JDAT Football, Storm FM, and the Twitter. So not the Twitter. We're not on Twitter today. We're on the Twitch channel, sorry, as well, for myself and the official channel. What I was going to say in regards to the Twitter is the Twitter is at Commentary Live 1. And also follow us on the Facebook page, the Commentary Hub as well. Here's Paul Pogba now from Manchester United, looking to find Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw whips it in. It's over the top there. And again, Cristiano Ronaldo just seems to get it all wrong there and couldn't quite get his header where he wanted it.
Wouldn't be surprised if they sub Ronaldo off soon.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. If they're going to sub Ronaldo, what are they going to do? Are they going to look at, maybe putting Marcus Rashford through the middle? In fact, it's going to be a substitution for Middlesbrough, and it's going to be the on-loan Arsenal man, Flo Balogun, who's going to make way, and he's going to be replaced by the number 18, Duncan Watmore. Of course, former Sunderland man is now playing for another side of the T-side kind of clubs, aren't they, really? Now playing for Middlesbrough.
Goal update in the Birmingham Sheffield United game. Sheffield United now lead 2-1. Jayden Bogle.
That's another goal from another striker as well. So 3 goals, 3 strikers, 3 goals at the moment. We've only had 1. So can somebody from Manchester United or preferably Middlesbrough, not being any, not trying to be biased, but it'd be nice if it was from Middlesbrough to make a bit of a game of this one though. Pop up with a goal, please. Got around about 28 minutes left of this game now, and it's with number 35, Jones. Now it's with, is that Jextel there? Back to Jones again. Plays it into the number 7, Tavernier. Or Tavernier, is it? I don't know. But anyway, it's back now looking for Crooks there. He's going to let it go to Jones, and Crooks has it back. And it's good defending there from Paul Pogba. Now Jadon Sancho. Now Bruno Fernandes here. Going to play it out to Marcus Rashford there. Tries to put that one through to Ronaldo, and Joe Lumley does well and just smashes it forward into the Man United half, and Varane goes back to Dean Henderson there. So Duncan Watmore obviously coming on. What's this now for Middlesbrough? What do you reckon they've done here? Do you reckon they've got an extra man in midfield, or sort of changed it up a bit with maybe one up top now and one behind? How do you reckon they're going to play this one out now?
It looks like they've just put Watmore in where Balogun was and just keep going with it, just switch the play around.
So, sort of like as a second striker then, by the looks of it. Okay.
From when I was looking at the formation off screen then.
Yeah. Here's Scott McTominay now. Now it's with Diego Dallo, and out to Marcus Rashford there. Cuts inside. He's going to have a shot here, Rashford. It's a good deflection there off of the defender, McNair. Now Neil Taylor. It's a chance here for Middlesbrough now, and it's going to be, I think that's Tavernier. Tavernier, sorry. Now Jones. What can Jones do here? He's going to try and get a cross in. It's over to Duncan Watmore, the substitute, and it's put into the net there by the number 25, which is that was Matt Crooks. And Middlesbrough got their goal back. They've equalised. Matt Crooks there. The Middlesbrough players were looking to the officials to see whether it was an offside or not, and the Manchester United defence were doing the same. But it looks like it's going to stand, and Matt Crooks has levelled things up here. And back all square at 1-1. Maybe they answered my prayers from a few moments ago, but Middlesbrough getting themselves back into this game.
They deserve that, to be fair, because they've been fairly decent all game and they deserved the goal.
I see they're claiming handball here. It takes a touch. It does hit the hands of Duncan Watmore as well. I wonder if this will be looked at by VAR. It comes up off of the hand of the substitute there. It's a good ball across from Jones, who finds Watmore. It takes a touch. It hits him on the knee originally, then the hand. And then he puts the ball straight across to Crooks, who just slides in and buries the finish. But we are going to be looking at this through VAR, I believe, are we? Anthony Taylor there. No. Or are we going to look at it with VAR here? Not too sure what's actually happening here now. No VAR, no decision. Goal Middlesbrough, it stands. And that's a bit fortuitous because actually it does hit the hand of the substitute Watmore there. And they might have got a little bit of fortune there, the away side.
I believe that's probably because it came off his knee onto his hand.
Yeah, it was originally kicked onto his knee and then his hand. So possibly that could have played a part in it. Yeah, couldn't really do a lot. In terms of moving away, yeah.
I think if it was straight onto his arm, it'd have been ruled out. Because it was so quick, knee to hand, that I think he was trying to move it and balance himself, and I think common sense prevails there.
No, 100%. And Chris Wilder can certainly take some credit for that one. An assist for his substitute. One substitute made, and it's the substitute that gets an assist there. Good management from Chris Wilder there.
Chris Wilder working master plans yet again.
Super sub Duncan Watmore getting the assist as well. So, see what happens here. Whether Middlesbrough can kick on from this now, or whether Man United can go on and show their superiority and their class. Here's Luke Shaw now. Remember, it's 1-1, so potential for extra time and penalties as well as things stand. Here is that Crooks again now, looking to find Jones and Harry Maguire there. Is he going to be forced back? Good pressure there from Jones, and as he thought he won the corner there, but it was a foul on Harry Maguire.
It was, and it was needless. There was no need for him to pull him back in that position.
No, that's absolutely right there. Russ, who is in as well, which just said buzzing for Crooksy, a.k.a. Tree, which apparently is one of his nicknames as well for the goal. And a good finish it was for him. Of course, former Rotherham man, isn't he, Matt Crooks? So, of course, I'm sure Russ has seen him play a few times. Here's Jadon Sancho now. Gave Manchester United the lead in the first half. Looking to add to his goals on the day. It's Fernandes to Luke Shaw. Here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now Jadon Sancho again. Takes it past the defender there. And good play, actually. He took it past Jones originally. And that was the near post. I think that might have been Fry who did well to tidy up. But back to you again whilst... There's not too much happening. In fact, Ronaldo to McTominay, and there's not anything happening really there. So, yeah, go on.
I was going to say that my comment in the first half is kind of now accurate again, where Man United have had loads of chances, and then Middlesbrough capitalised on probably their only chance in front of goal.
Is that their only shot on target? I'll have to have a look if they had a shot on target before that.
They had the one...
or second shot on target then, yeah. Yeah.
But really, they've punished Man United for all their missed chances.
Yeah, 100%. Completely agree. Here's Rafael Varane now. Here is Diego Dallo, sorry. Now, Paul Pogba. I think he'll probably end up being sacrificed shortly, Paul Pogba, no doubt. Here's Diego Dallo again. up against who was
Him
that
or
time?
Ronaldo.
Or both. Here's McTominay now.
Yeah.
Take both off. Scott McTominay looking to find Diego Dallo and over the top of Ronaldo there, who couldn't get on the end of that one. Still remains 1-1. Yeah, he is actually rather tall as Matt Crook, so I can understand why they called him Tree, to be fair. It's not quite as tall as Dale Fry, though, the centre-back. But
I'd love to see Matt Crook stood next to Keenan Davis and then see who's taller.
That would be interesting. I'm sure when that happens, obviously, I'm not too sure when the two sides are going to meet again this season, but if Keenan Davis plays, they might even be marking each other. You know,
we don't play Middlesbrough again this season because we played them at the start of the season under Chris Hughton, and then Boxing Day when we lost.
There's a chance here for Middlesbrough now, and it's Duncan Watmore to find. That was the number 11 Sporer, and a good block there from Harry Maguire. But Middlesbrough are really giving it their all in the second half, aren't they, Luke?
Yeah, and another prediction nearly came through there with Sporer nearly scoring.
And I'm sure, that's another one that Middlesbrough fans will be delighted with if that comes off. And he has looked good, Sporer. He has looked like he's trying to make something happen for Middlesbrough here. It's a decent ball there, but good head from Luke Shaw. Now back to Sancho, and here is McTominay. Luke Shaw back to Dean Henderson. And Manchester United just playing it out to Diego Dallo now. Paul Pogba there. Marauding run from him as he fouled. He was played advantage originally, but it's now been played back, and it's a yellow card here for the Middlesbrough man as well for pulling back Paul Pogba there, Marcus Tavernier.
Yeah, probably about right.
Looked like the referee was trying to play advantage originally, but then pulled it back. Now we're back underway again with Diego Dallo now. 20 minutes remaining. Still all in the balance at 1-1. Is Varane. Gets it from Harry Maguire. Now Diego Dallo again. Now here's Paul Pogba, the Frenchman. Tries to find Rashford. Marcus Rashford here for Manchester United. And good save there from Joe Lumley. And actually pounds it away from danger a bit as well. And it's gone behind for a Middlesbrough goal kick in the end. And Joe Lumley there. It's probably the second or third time that he's had to make these saves. And, yes, in the first half, at times he was a little bit what's the word? Shaky or a little bit flappy, but he did make a few saves, and that's another save there to add to his repertoire in this game as well.
Yeah, I mean, he's having a decent second half, to be fair. In the first half, he was a bit erratic, but second half...
Oh, that's erratic there. It's Bruno Fernandes. He's hit the post. Joe Lumley there. You're just saying how erratic he can be. He's got away with one there as Joe Lumley. Passed it pretty much straight to the Portuguese man, and again, Man United have hit the woodwork. And that's Joe Lumley in a nutshell. And that's the commentator's curse in the nutshell for you as well.
I was going to do it eventually. It was going to happen eventually.
Here's Diego Dallo now for Manchester United. Gets it from Paul Pogba. Rashford on towards Ronaldo. It's gone too long now. Picked up by Jones at right fullback. Now Duncan Watmore here. Is he caught there by Maguire? Yes, he was. So they're taking a bit of a disliking to Duncan Watmore's attempts to win the free kick there. It was Harry Maguire. But there you go. He's looking at this again. Touch from Joe Lumley. Plays it to Howson. In fact, he's come off of Howson. I don't know whether he's trying to play it back to his keeper or whether he wants to take a touch and doesn't know Fernandes is there. But, it's probably between the pair of them there can take blame for that. And, a bit lucky once again.
Yeah, very lucky. And I mean, you can't. They pressed up on Middlesbrough and stopped them trying to play out from the back. And Middlesbrough just weren't wise to that kind of press.
It was very sloppy there from the goalkeeper. Joe Lumley's had moments, hasn't he, today, where he's been a bit erratic like that. But he has made some saves as well, though. Free kick here to Middlesbrough. Looking to find Watmore, and it's one in the air by Shaw. Now McTominay back to Shaw again. Now it's with Jexdale, and it's a foul there, was it, on Luke Shaw? The referee says yes, it was. That was by number 25, Crooks, the goal scorer.
Who's 6'4"?
Who is 6'4". Thank you for mentioning that. Good time to bring it up. Good time for Russ to put it in, actually, when he was in action anyway. So well done, Russ. Good timing on your part. Here's Luke Shaw now for Manchester United. He's gone through to Joe Lumley, who gets more on it that time, but still passes straight to a Manchester United man, even though I just said that. And again, he's forgot who he was playing for a second there, or a few minutes there. There's Joe Lumley. Here's Harry Maguire now. On to Diego Dallo. He's going to get the ball back, as you know. It's given to Rashford, and then Rashford plays it to Pogba. Here's Marcus Rashford. Good defensive play there from... Was that Jones there, was that? Free kick here to Middlesbrough now.
That one might have been Dyke's steal.
It might have been Dykes to the defender, actually, yeah.
The only way I can tell between the two is one's got a bandage on the right or left hand.
Okay, yeah, it might have been Dykes though, actually, in that position. It's more defensive. Yeah, that was. You were right that time. I was not right. I was wrong. Here is McNair now for Middlesbrough. Here's Crooks. Given away to Luke Shaw. Sancho, Fernandez. Now Shaw, now Fernandez again. Fernandez back to Harry Maguire there. 15 to play. Middlesbrough still well and truly in this game at 1-1. They've done well to come back from 1-0 down as well. Have the side sitting just outside the Championship playoffs. Here's Luke Shaw now. Going to whip this one in, and good head there from Fry. Now what more? Now it's Dyke still. And chance here for Man United through Ronaldo and Fernandez. Back to Ronaldo once more. On to Fernandez. Looking to find Ronaldo. And Ronaldo gets the better of his man. And good defending again from the defender Fry there. And Man United trying to put some more pressure on. Here's Paul Pogba now. It's going to go to Bruno Fernandes from Dallo's little back flick there, and Fernandes just puts that one wide of the goal.
I think if Man United are going to score another goal, they're going to have to make a change.
Yeah, that's very, very true. As we said earlier, there's a few players on the bench that can come on. Obviously, we mentioned Mata, we mentioned Matic, we mentioned obviously Elanga as well, another young man who has scored a goal very recently. In fact, he scored, wasn't it, the other week in Premier League action. And also Fred obviously potentially could come on and maybe change things up in midfield a little bit. But it's an interesting one because at the moment, Middlesbrough are certainly the side that are dominating at this present moment in time in this half anyway.
Yeah. Just think Man United probably have wasted so many
chances. There's a chance here for Crooks to get moving. He's going to play it through to the right wing back Jones up against Luke Shaw. He's going to knock it back to Dyke still to Howson to Tavernier to McNair that time, on to Taylor, and then back to the number 7 Tavernier again. Is he fouled there by Paul Pogba? Yes, he is, and Pogba's on a yellow, remember, as well, so he's got to be careful as the French midfielder. Although there's nothing in that one, that would have been a very harsh second yellow, but another substitution here for Middlesbrough now, and it is their goal scorer, Matt Crooks, about to make way. Did a good 77 minutes and obviously got himself a goal as well. Had a good moment that he'll treasure and remember for a very long time. 7th goal of the season in 29 appearances across all competitions for Matt Crooks as well. There's number 10, Martin Payero, the Italian, the Argentine, I should say, coming on to replace him. Getting my languages all mixed up there. But 12 minutes to play. Man United 1, Middlesbrough 1. Martin Payero, the Argentine, just entering the fray now. An opportunity here from this set piece for Middlesbrough to maybe get a second as well. And let's see what happens here. Whipped in by Tavernier. Looking towards Fry, and good defending from Manchester United there. And Pogba plays it to Cristiano Ronaldo. Now given away though. Good play from Middlesbrough. Here is Johnny Howson now. Plays it out to Duncan Watmore. Duncan Watmore here on to Neil Taylor via Piero as well, and McNair were all involved. Manchester United can't get out of their own half at the moment there, and Diego Dallo just miscues that one out of play for a throw-in as well. So Middlesbrough keeping the pressure on at the moment, which is nice to see.
Middlesbrough have definitely shoved Man United back, and here we go, 2 subs.
Fred and Elanga coming on. Wonder if it'd be for Pogba and maybe Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't know. Ronaldo hasn't really been himself today. He looks a bit out of sorts, doesn't he? So I'm not too sure whether it would be him. 60 as a match winner, or whether it would be somebody like a Sancho or a Rashford. We'll find out in a matter of seconds, though. Here's Luke Shaw in the meantime. Here's Harry Maguire. 10 to play. Still 1-1. Good through ball there to Marcus Rashford. And that's come off of Jones that time. Here's Luke Shaw. It's actually Dijksdale that has the white bandage or glove on his hand. So that's easy to remember now. Here's Jadon Sancho, who wins a corner there. There might be an opportunity for Manu to get the subs on, but probably after the corner. They don't really make changes when corners are being taken, or a lot of clubs don't like doing that, really, do they?
Usually when you're defending a corner, that is, though, not when you're attacking a corner.
Yeah, but maybe they want to keep the players on, whether it's a Rashford or whatever, because of the way it's set up now. You see Rashford there on the edge of the box, potentially. He's had a few minutes, so he's had a few opportunities, in this half as well. Here's Pogba now. Probably one, I'm sure Pogba will be one that makes way, because he's only played for the first time since November now. And there's a Middlesbrough man down as well, which will probably be time for that sub now, as it looks like it's that Paddy McNair down. Be able to confirm with you in a moment. But Anthony Taylor's called him for the physio to come on anyway. So 9 to play. Is it McNair? I think it is. It's going to be these 2 substitutions that are being made now. Marcus Rashford, one of those coming off, and that's going to be in place of Anthony Elanga. And also Paul Pogba for Fred, and that's expected, really, that one, as it's Paul Pogba just returning for the first time since November, and also on a yellow as well, so can't argue with that. And I think they want to keep Ronaldo on the pitch, which I suppose isn't always a bad thing, even though he's really been a bit out of sorts today.
Birmingham 1, Sheffield United 2 is a full-time score. And
that's the Sheffield United up to 10th as well, overtaking Coventry. So they're now 3 points off of 6th place West Brom in the last playoff position, and have 2 games in hand as well. So good victory for the Blades there. Chris Wilder's old side. 8 to play here. Middlesbrough still holding firm at 1-1 against Manchester United. Of course, 8 minutes of normal time that is, and then we'll have added time and then potential for extra time as things stand as well, and then maybe even a penalty shootout to decide the winner. Could end up being a very long night.
It could, couldn't it?
If only I didn't have to do Kidderminster and West Ham tomorrow lunchtime as well. If it is a very long night, then I might have to tell Nicholas to find somebody else. Obviously, I'm only messing about. Here's Fernandez to Jadon Sancho now. Back to Fernandez again. There's a shot of goal from... No, it's actually Fred. It's going to play it to Dallo and tries to find his man there, but up into the air it goes, and hook clear from... That was the defence. Was it McNair? Is he back on now? I believe he might be. Here's Luke Shaw there.
He would be.
Now it's Duncan Watmore there from the touch on from Piero. And he tries to find him again, but Fred does well there. Middlesbrough man down, wanting a free kick, but Nothing doing. Just seen Russ's comment in the chat as well. Middlesbrough fans to Paul Pogba. You're just a rubbish Johnny Howson.
Yeah. That's what I was chuckling at a couple of minutes ago.
I do like that. That's the magic of the FA Cup for you. Those and football fans in general, they do love to find their own chance and make up their own chance, which is always adds to a bit of fun for the night, doesn't it? As well, adds to the game a little bit and the spectacle. Here's Harry Maguire now. On to that Fred. Now Diego Dallo there. Now Rafael Varane and switches it across to Luke Shaw there. On towards Jadon Sancho. Goal scorer for Manchester United, who gave them the lead in the first half. Equalled and cancelled out by Matt Crooks, who was substituted just a few minutes ago. That's a bit of a poor ball there from Bruno Fernandes. Yeah, we know what the chant is, Russell. I like your version better. It keeps it a little bit PG. We don't have to worry about censoring or whatever else.
Yeah, we have an imagination, Russ.
Yeah, absolutely. Surprised they haven't started singing about another certain Manchester United player that's been in the news as of yet, which I don't really want to go into too much. Here's Fred now. Take us away from that. Here is Diego Dallo. I'm sure they probably have, in fact, actually. Here's Harry Maguire. Now Dallo again. 5 to play, still 1-1. Here's Luke Shaw. What can Manchester United do here? Can they conjure up a winner? Here's Jadon Sancho. Tricky feet from him up against Jones. Knocks it back into Luke Shaw again. Now it's with Fred. Just come on a few moments ago. Here is Sancho. On to Fred again. It's good defending there from Dijkstill. Now it's Jadon Sancho. Harry Maguire's in possession there. Apparently both fans were chanting about that player that I mentioned earlier on. So maybe it's probably best not to say any more about it other than that. Ironically, the player in question wasn't even mentioned on the team sheet or the match day team sheet, match day program anyway either. So, maybe I shouldn't mention it too much either now. Anyway, moving on. Here's Paddy McNair. 4 to play plus additional time. Do you see a winner, Luke, or do you see us going for another 30 minutes?
I can see extra time at this rate.
Because at the minute, it does look like Middlesbrough, trying to go for this game, and Manchester United, as much as they're trying to go for this game, they haven't really created a lot in recent couple of minutes, have they? But still time, obviously, for that to change. But, as I just say that, they're trying to find the lane guy and the ball goes out of play for a throw-on. I've
just been reading up on what Crooks' goal was allowed to stand.
Okay, yeah.
The laws were changed for the handball at the start of the season. So in accordance with the new rules, Watmore wasn't penalised for accidental handball because he did not score the goal himself.
Oh, so even though he's assisted the goal, it still doesn't actually matter in regards to... that sort of makes a little bit of sense. Yeah, okay. Still strange considering he just passes the ball directly to him and he puts it into the goal when he's from like 2 yards out, but... it's one of those rules which will probably change again next season anyway, knowing the way that the English game works. Luke Shaw to Diego Dallo. Here is Anthony Elanga now. Middlesbrough very much holding their ground, Nicholas, at the moment. Indeed. Against playing away at the side who are 4th at the moment in the Premier League, of course. Looking good value for extra time potentially in this second half at the moment. Here's Rafael Varane, 2 minutes to go, plus added time. Just gives you a bit longer to think about your play of the match, Luke, which is probably a good thing as well, because there has been a few players that have played all right today. Here's Diego Dallo now, and now Fred. On to Harry Maguire there. Back to Rafael Varane, his centre-back partner.
You see, extending the time probably doesn't help because you just get longer to just watch the players and
Yeah,
more
here's
players.
Luke Shaw into the area. He's going to go. Luke Shaw, Cristiano Ronaldo looking to find Fred, and it's good defending there from Middlesbrough that time, and just getting that one clear, but only as far as Dallo. And now Anthony Elanga whips across in, and it's headed wide there by who was that coming in? Was that
No.
I'm sorry, it was Elanga that come in round there with the header originally.
You've got that.
Wow, that was Fred to Elanga that time, and then Elanga puts the header, wrong side of the goal.
Yeah, that was difficult. I mean, you're too far in front of the near post.
Yeah, and it's quite difficult to direct your header, isn't it, in that that position. Maybe Elanga obviously is very young and inexperienced as well. But yeah, so it was Fred setting up Elanga that time, and maybe the other way around, it might have been a goal. You never know, but it's Elanga. Probably not. Just trying to cover up for the fact I got it wrong, to be fair. Here's an effort and goal from Sporer, and it's taken a deflection, has it? Gone behind for, what Middlesbrough thought should have been a corner, but referee Anthony Taylor says it's a goal kick.
That was a poor shot from Sporer if that was not deflected.
Yeah, it was a poor effort. Last 10 seconds now, and we're going to go into what looks like potentially 4 minutes of added time. Here's Jadon Sancho, Cristiano Ronaldo now. What can he do? Is he going to have a shot here, Ronaldo? No, he's going to play it out to Diego Dallo instead there. Whips the cross in, and it's a good header from Fry there. We are into 4 minutes of additional time, so whoever told Russ that information obviously told it correctly. 4 minutes for somebody to find the winner, otherwise we'll be playing for another 30 minutes.
Oh, 15, joy.
15 either way, of course. Here's Luke Shaw now. Gets it back from Bruno Fernandes. And back to Fernandes it goes again. Now it's with Fred. And now on to Dallo. To Bruno Fernandes there. Now it's with Fred again. Here's Dallo. Now Fred. Fred here towards Luke Shaw. Picks out a good pass to pick him out and finds it to his feet as well. Now it's with Fred. Into the area he goes. Gets the cross in, looking for the head of Elanga, and that's straight at goalkeeper Joe Lumley there. And again, another chance there for Anthony Elanga. First one obviously going wide of the goal, but he's able to direct that one on target. But again, another weak effort really, and easy for the goalkeeper to save that time out. Straight at him.
Should have Ronaldo in there as well.
Well, if only they had VAR then, yeah? If only VAR was being used.
I mean, I couldn't tell whether it was made a meal of it or not, but what I saw was Ronaldo on the floor. It looked like it was shot by.
Well, here is would have been Ronaldo, but it's good play from Fry there. Back to Lumley. I didn't really see anything in it, to be honest, but it's an offside flag anyway. So, 2 minutes, or just over 2 minutes to go. Still, Manchester United 1, Middlesbrough 1.
The making us work for this one.
They are indeed. Especially considering I've not had any dinner tonight yet. I'm just surviving off of a cheese wrap. Here's Joe Lumley now. Going to get this one into the Manchester United half. Oh, there's a shove there from Maguire. Was that on Duncan Watmore there? Didn't look like anything was in it, actually. It looked like just a hand to him, really, but it's Diego Dallo now from Dean Henderson's pass, and now it's with Paddy McNair. There's a chance here for Manchester United. Is it no good defending from Paddy McNair again? That's making me jealous. Thanks for that, mate. It's battling there from Sporer.
You can always rely on Russ to make you feel better.
Oh, 100%. Can he come and feed me that takeaway? Because I've got to bung it in the oven here, and it would take me half an hour to put it in the oven. So I won't even, I probably won't even eat until 11:30 tonight now. As you say, they're making us work for it. Attendance tonight, by the way, over 70,000, 71,871. It's a very good attendance there. As we enter the final 40 seconds of the added time. It's going to be a throw in here for Middlesbrough now. Be taken by Dyke still. That's a good head there from Luke Shaw. Now it's with Jadon Sancho. Now Scott McTominay. Now it's back with Rafael Varane. On to Diego Dalot. About 12 seconds to play. Trying to find Cristiano Ronaldo. On to Jadon Sancho. On to Scott McTominay. Now it's with Sancho again. Last chance for Man United here. And it's straight through into the gloves of Joe Lumley. And that'd be that for the 94 minutes that we've had here as a Man United man down. Cristiano Ronaldo in the area as well. But we go again for another half an hour. And it is very good cup time. Manchester United going ahead through Jadon Sancho after Cristiano Ronaldo's missed penalty as well. Being put wide. And, of course, then the substitute... getting the substitute Duncan Whitmore getting an assist for Matt Crooks, who just put the goal in for Middlesbrough there after 64 minutes. Jadon Sancho obviously on 25. So 1-1 as things go into extra time. Good point made by Ryan there as well. Ronaldo's mindset will be interesting if it goes to penalties. That's very good sort of thing to bring up there because we are getting ever closer to that stage. And we have another 30 minutes to deal with, Luke. So Middlesbrough have done well in that game, haven't they? I'm going to go to Russ just for a minute until extra time starts. But, Manchester United won, Middlesbrough won, as the way things have ended after 90 minutes plus additional time. And I'm going to go and get myself a drink, maybe chuck a yoghurt down me or something so I don't completely starve, and then come back ready for what's going to be an enthralling extra time. So 1-1 is how it's finished, and we'll see what happens when it comes to the extra period as well. Over to you, Russ, for a few minutes.
So tomorrow we're looking into versus West Ham, Jones and Mike Norman at 12:30. Then at 8 o'clock when JB John Petard alongside Luke Turton to be back tomorrow for Tottenham against Brighton. And I'll be with you from about 11:30. Liverpool against Cardiff will also feature the 5th round draw in the FA Cup. Hopefully you can hear me now. So as I said, coming up on the TC Up tomorrow then, Nicholas Jones and Mike Connerman will be bringing you Kidderminster against West Ham at 12:30 before Luke is back in the commentary hot seat as a co-commentator once again as Tottenham take on Brighton. He'll be alongside JB for that one. And then at 12 o'clock on Sunday, it's Liverpool against Cardiff. We'll be on air from about 11:30 so I can bring you the FA Cup 5th round action. And then at 4 o'clock on Sunday, join Trevor Sports and Chris Byman as they bring you Nottingham Forest against Leicester. Also on the Tottenham vs Brighton programme, you'll hear myself as the presenter, while JB takes the presenting chair for Nottingham Forest against Leicester City. And just a quick one, Luke, just before we go back to my ready for the second half. If you can hear me, Luke. Just a quick one then, my friend.
Yep.
Looking ahead to the extra time period, obviously Middlesbrough have done very, very well to take it to extra time and get a 1-1 draw away at Old Trafford thanks to Matt Crooks's goal on 64 minutes. If I were to ask you at the start of the programme before kick-off, would you have said it would have gone to extra time?
Probably not.
Okay, then with extra time about to get underway, and then you're back to your match coverage team of Luke Turton and first, Mike Ornament.
Thank you very much. So we've got some changes here for both sides as well. Aaron Connolly and Lee Peltier are both coming on for Middlesbrough. Looks like Phil Jones is coming on for Manchester United as well. We'll confirm who the substitutes going off are in a minute as well. Just when I get the information there for you. Just give us a second or two. Grab that.
Reckon Varane's gone off for Man United.
Let's have a look here. Rafa Varane was one of them, was it? Let's see here. Who were the other two for? Yeah, Rafa Varane was the one who went off, and Phil Jones come on. Obviously, Phil Jones, it was linked away with a move, linked with a move away as well in the transfer window that obviously shut at the start of last week.
Indeed it did. Indeed it did.
We're back underway now. First period of extra time, and it's 1-1. Man United got us underway here. It's with Tavernier now. No, it's Scott McTominay. Now Tavernier wins it back. Here is Tavernier again. Gets it back that time. Tries to put it through to Aaron Connolly, but given away there. And here's Phil Jones now trying to get a foothold of this game for Man United. Move it forward, and Diego Dallo puts the ball forward there, and it's won by Paddy McNair. No, it's with Bruno Fernandes. Going to get a shot, is he? No, it's a bit of a collision there between Bruno Fernandes and one of the Middlesbrough men, and it's looks like the free kick's gone in favour of the Middlesbrough man. In fact, it's Tavernier again. He went down.
Has Spora gone off?
Spora was one that was off, yeah. He come off for Connolly, I believe.
Well, my prediction was wrong then.
So, no goals for him today, yeah. We'll find out who the other sub is in a minute, but I know Connolly come on for Spora. The other sub I'll confirm in 2 seconds for you.
Jones, maybe?
Very possible. 1 second.
Peltier?
No, it was Taylor.
Taylor.
The other fullback. So,
Well, I was technically close. It was a
yeah, well,
fullback.
you said a fullback, so no, it's Peltier for Taylor. Peltier involved in the action almost at the second as well. And that is 4 of the 5 subs made by Middlesbrough now, and Man United have made 3 themselves. So 1 remaining for Middlesbrough and 2 for Manchester United that could be used. Here's Luke Shaw now. On it goes to Phil Jones, the substitute. What can he do here? He plays it out to Diego Dallo on the right flank. Back to Fred, and then back to goalkeeper Dean Henderson there. He's going to just knock it back to Phil Jones once more. Easy pass. Here's Harry Maguire now. See what he can do here. Get the ball moving forward and out wide to Luke Shaw again. Wins the ball. So he wins the... he wins the corner there, wins the throw there, but he doesn't. It's actually Middlesbrough throw. Dykesdale wins that one off of Ronaldo. 2.5 minutes of extra time played. Still 1-1. No goals or chances or anything as of yet. Matt Crooks obviously scoring on 64 minutes to cancel out the Jadon Sancho goal for Manchester United. Here's Anthony Elanga now given away. Here is Tavernier. Now it's with Jones there. And it's now with Harry Maguire. And you go back to Dean Henderson there. Dean Henderson for Manchester United here. What can he do? Going to play it short to Phil Jones. Phil Jones back to Dean Henderson there. Dean Henderson across to the other defender, Harry Maguire, this time out. And then put out of play there because Jadon Sancho has gone down with a knock. Don't really know what anything what that was about, if there was anything in that or not. Sorry, doesn't look like there was, but it looks like he's kind of rubbing top of his groin a bit there, is it? Or has he got an issue with his ankle, his leg? Yeah, bottom of his leg, maybe.
Probably a problem with not playing too much football, them having to play 93 minutes in one go.
Possibly, because he obviously hasn't played loads of football, has he, for Manchester United since signing from Borussia Dortmund, which is a very good point. He's going to be able to run it off by the looks of this, though, which is good to see. It does look like he's okay to carry on and continue. Middlesbrough still holding firm and holding out for what looks like a very, very good result, and putting a very good performance so far as well.
They have. I've been impressed.
Yeah, me too. They've looked very, very good, and of course, they're flying high in the top end of the championship, just outside the playoffs, and you can see, why this Middlesbrough side have won 4 of the last 5 before tonight as well, can't you?
You can. You really can. They're putting up a fairly decent fight, and I mean, I reckon it'll take penalties to decide this. So cue an extra time goal anytime now.
Here's Luke Shaw now, back to Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire back to Dean Henderson now. And he just about finds Ronaldo there. And Ronaldo on to Anthony Elanga, but good sliding challenge from Paddy McNair there. Man United back in action again. On the ascendancy now, trying to get the ball moving forward. Free Maguire out to Bruno Fernandes there. It's with Scott McTominay. Paddy McNair, ironically, or incidentally, sorry, I should say, played 24 times for Manchester United between 2004 and 2016 before going on to Middlesbrough's rivals Sunderland and then making the move across to the Borough, and then obviously capped over 50 times for Northern Ireland as well. So an experienced player, although, as I said earlier, only 26 years old. That's an effort there from Luke Shaw trying to run through, but good play from Joe Lumley. Yep, agree with that, Ryan, as well. Although it's not a completely full strength Man U side, they should be beating Middlesbrough, because with the league difference between them. But that's the magic of the FA Cup for you. So that's why we're covering the game, and that's why hopefully you're tuning in as well, for a lot of you, for the potential of an upset. Here's Tavernier now for Middlesbrough. Here's Fry. On to Dyke still there. Now back to Lumley. 6 minutes played of extra time. There's Aaron Connolly involved there, but Harry Maguire does well. And now it's with Luke Shaw. Still remains 1-1. Here's Scott McTominay now. Given away to Martin Payero. What can he do here? The Argentine. Payero.
1.
To Watmore. Payero. Oh, that's fizzing ball across there. And Duncan Watmore. Good ball in from him. But there's just no one gambling or taking the chances there, Luke, on Middlesbrough's end.
There's nobody kind of in the vicinity of where that ball went then. I mean, the ball went to Watmore. He played it across and there was nobody there.
I think Aaron Connolly's the one who was aiming for at the back post, but just sort of, as I said, really, there was nobody there really going for that one, or taking a full-on chance to go for it anyway. There's an injury here for Man U now, and it looks like Bruno Fernandes is down, and looks like he's hurt pretty seriously after that challenge as well, with the number 14 Peltier that come on at half. That's the start of extra time there. I
think he took a knock at the start of extra time, and now he's got another one.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a similar injury or whether it's something that is a recurrence of the injury earlier on. Yeah,
might be time to take Fernandes off.
Yeah, possibly, and then they could obviously look at maybe Nemanja Matic coming on in his place, possibly. Yeah,
or Mata.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
I forgot Mata was still actually at Man United.
He's one of those players that he's been there for a little while, but doesn't get loads of game time, does he? So potentially this FA Cup game could give him an opportunity to come on and maybe play a part and maybe shine. Yeah, just showing some of the other games here that are going to be covered as well, because we're covering Kidderminster and West Ham tomorrow, also Tottenham Brighton as well. So double header for you tomorrow night. And also we're going to be bringing you Nottingham Forest and Leicester as well, and also another one of the games as well, which I can't believe I've forgotten which one it was now, but we're going to bring you 5 FA Cup ties across the weekend. I think Russ is going to bring you one as well. Issue is you want Fernandes on for penalties. Yep, good point, Ryan. I agree with that as well.
But Man United weren't wanted to go to penalties, so
no, yeah. But Middlesbrough doing everything that they can at the minute to keep themselves in with every opportunity to go that way. If not, obviously win it before so. That's a good play there from United, trying to get it forward, but out of play for a throw-on. Jadon Sancho just couldn't get on the end of it. Can be taken by Dyke still there. This throw. And it's Juan Mata coming on for Jadon Sancho now. So Mata is going to come on, but it's a different substitution than what you were just about to say, because obviously it looks like Fernandes is doing okay now. So Mata comes on.
Mata's got on in some capacity.
Mata's come on for the last 5 minutes of this half of extra time, and then the second half of extra time, and potentially be one that maybe would take a penalty as well. He normally does, doesn't he? Does Juan Mata if it goes to spot kicks. Here's Dean Henderson now. Now it's with Phil Jones. Now Diego Dallo back to Henderson once more. Dean Henderson takes a touch and clears it long. One in the air by Burke still. And there's Johnny Howson now. Mata's first touch there. Now Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw for United. What can he do? He's giving it to McTominay. Looking to find Delango. Goes down. Is that foul? Referee says play advantage. It's a shot at goal in the end by Cristiano Ronaldo. But Delango's looking to Anthony Taylor there in regards to going back, putting it back for the free kick. But Anthony Taylor let the advantage go. And the Manchester United man just wasn't able to get a really good connection on this one. The effort was just sort of dragged wide again by Ronaldo.
Yes, another wide.
The games that we're covering across the channel are Kidderminster West Ham between Nick and myself. We're covering that one. And it's Spurs and Brighton with JB and Luke once more. Liverpool Cardiff with Russ, and then Forest Leicester with Trevor Sports and CW, aka Chris Whiteman. Middlesbrough putting themselves in a very good position to at least go through to the final period of extra time with everything to play for here. Still remaining 1-1. Will be taken here by Diego Dallo, this throw now.
I think I've worked out, Mike, why you thought there was another game that was being covered. Because you forgot that there was this one we're covering. Was the fifth one.
Probably, mate. Either that, or I thought there was going to be one on Monday that we were going to cover or something. Yeah, maybe it's this one. Probably. My mind's all over the place, mate. I think I'm thinking about dinner. Here's Phil Jones now. Here is Juan Mata. Tries to whip across in, and it's a good head there by Fry. Tavernier loses out, and it's now with Fred, and now Mata, and then given away. In fact, Mata wins it back, though. Now it's with Ronaldo. Now Juan Mata. Ronaldo once more. Out it goes to Luke Shaw now. Luke Shaw, good defending there from Middlesbrough. Just hook clear, and they can get forward and sort of further up the pitch now, because they are defended very deep at the minute. Well, they were then anyway, Middlesbrough. Coming up to the final few minutes of the first period of extra time. No real clear-cut chances as of yet, and it's still 1-1. That's a bit of a sloppy ball, but it just found to Dean Henderson there. It's onto Ronaldo now, sorry. And it is Ronaldo for United. Got Elanga in support if he wants to use him. He's got McTominay coming in as well. Good touch there. Away from danger by the goalkeeper, Joe Lumley, but only as far as Dallo. Now Fred. Now Bruno Fernandes, and cleared by Persia. And then headed back by Jones to Dean Henderson.
I am extremely hoping the Forest Leicester game does not go to extra time and penalties.
Then you might end up being a bit more biased again. Here's
Seems I'm going to the game.
here's Juan Mata now. Phil Jones. Now it's with Harry Maguire. Back to Phil Jones again. What can he do here? He's going to try and get it to Fred here, who's just moving across to right wing back for a minute. There is Fred. Now Phil Jones is going to just play it back to Dean Henderson. It's a very tense affair at the moment. It's a good point there from Trevor as well. It's a very intense first period of extra time. There's a chance here for Middlesbrough, but it's given away by Connolly, who just miscontrolled that. And Maguire just knocks it onto Shaw. Now it's with Shaw once more. Now Maguire again. Now Fred. Now Diego Dallo there. Diego Dallo tries to put the ball through to Ronaldo, and Joe Lumley comes out and just boots it into the Manchester United half. Long clearance.
They want to get through to the half time of extra time.
They did. It's only 20 seconds or so for Middlesbrough to do so. And they're still 1-1 at the moment. Still looking good value for being level as well. Here's Dallo back to Jones now. Phil Jones on across to Harry Maguire there. Harry Maguire to Phil Jones. Just about makes it to Phil Jones. Then Dean Henderson there. He plays it into Fred. 1 minute of additional time at the start of extra time here. The first period of extra time, of course. Here's Phil Jones. On to Juan Mata now. Now it's with Fred and now Harry Maguire. He'll play it out, looking to find Luke Shaw on the left flank. Finds him easily as well. And he's played it out now to Alanga there. Gives the ball to Bruno Fernandes. Now it's with Fred. Fred gets a shot at goal and it's taken them deflection. Or has it gone wide just without a deflection there? I think it's just actually a bit of a wayward effort and gone behind for a goal kick instead. There's Alanga, then Mata, then Fernandes. And then Alanga just scuffs that one wide of the goal. And Middlesbrough 10 seconds away now from going in 1-1 after the first period of extra time. Chris Wilder's men doing themselves and the championship very much plenty of justice right now. Joe Lumley just going to take this goal kick and then that'll probably be that for the first period. In fact, he's still playing for now, but Anthony Taylor will probably only give it a few more seconds. Here's Paddy McNair though. Back to Joe Lumley and he takes another wild swing at it and that is half time in extra time there, and not really an awful lot in that actually, Luke, in terms of chances. Manchester United and Middlesbrough kind of just, not really created a lot there.
I think both sides are now scared to make an error because they don't want to go out of the competition. So it was a bit more of a cagey affair in extra time, and probably second half it's going to get even tighter as the time ticks down at 1-1.
15 minutes away from a penalty shootout, of course, to see who's going to take their place in the hat for round 5. Manchester United, of course, haven't won the FA Cup, as I said earlier, since 2015-16, sorry. And thought they were on very good sort of trajectory, really, after going 1-0 up through Jadon Sancho to go on and put themselves into the hat for the 5th round. But Matt Crooks sliding in for the equaliser there for Middlesbrough. And it looks like the two majors are just getting all their squads together now. Some of the substitutes as well, and the physios are making sure that some of the players can get through these final 15 minutes because of the cramps and everything that they have. Jones and Dijksteel in particular there, who have both been treated by physios for a second there, just to make sure that their legs are going to be all right to, carry them through the closing stage of this extra period now. It's into that time. Who can become a hero for Middlesbrough or for Manchester United? Will it go to penalties as well? Of course, we've got 15 minutes before that. So who can be a hero? Who can win the game for their sides? Luke, I'm going to give that one to you, mate. if you're Chris Wilder or if you're Ralph Rangnick, who are you looking to win you this game now?
Well, Rangnick could be looking to Ronaldo still. Middlesbrough, you've got Connolly, Watmore. Trying to remember who else is on for Middlesbrough.
Of course, Martin Payero, Tavernier, Howson, There's a few there. Man United, of course, got Fernandez on still as well, who could potentially, play a big part in it. As we are now back underway for the second period of extra time. You listen to the Commentary Hub, of course. Commentary Hub 2, JB Sports, JDAT Football, Storm FM as well. And on Twitch. 2 Twitch channels, mine and the official channel. You can check us out on the Commentary Hub's Twitter and Facebook pages. Commentary Hub on Facebook. Facebook.com/the Commentary Hub. And the Twitch is at Commentary Live. The Twitter is at Commentary Live 1. And it's Manchester United 1, Middlesbrough 1. Second period of extra time underway now. Anthony Elanga just miscontrolling that one. It's going to be a throw-in here to be taken by Dyke still for Middlesbrough. Let's see what can happen here now. Is McTominay, now Fernandez, now Mata, now Diego Dallo here. Here's Scott McTominay. On towards Cristiano Ronaldo. Good block there from Fry there, who's looked very good actually as Dale Fry. Chance here at goal, and it's over the top there from Bruno Fernandes. Claiming a glove to it from Joe Lumley as well. I think it's actually gone over the top, and I think it's been given as a goal kick. But let's see. Dallo whips in the delivery. Bruno Fernandes wins the header. Joe Lumley, does he get fingertips on that, or is it just over the top of his hands and over the top of the goal? It's hard to tell with that one.
Not for me. I think it just went straight over.
It's unlucky from Bruno Fernandes and better from Manchester United as well, who were pretty flat in that first period of extra time, really.
It is better, but this needs to do even better.
That's right, and that's Juan Mata now for Manchester United. Here's Scott McTominay, now one in midfield by Middlesbrough. It's now with Payero and now Connolly, and he's manhandled there by Harry Maguire. But in fact, it's a free kick the other way. I think he fell on it with his hands. But here is Bruno Fernandes now onto Luke Shaw. Whips in, and it's over the top of everyone and away from danger there. Juan Mata just about keeps it in, though. Here is Diego Dallo. Now Fred. On towards Dallo. Dallo here. Good defending there from Middlesbrough between Paddy McNair and also I think it might have been Dale Fry again, who has been a rock for them at the back today. This Middlesbrough side defending very, very well. Here is Fernandes now. On towards Elanga was up. Oh, he got it all wrong anyway. It might have been Fred or Elanga. Now it's with Jones and then Maguire. Now Luke Shaw there. Now Scott McTominay. What can he do here? He tries to find Elanga. Now McTominay here. Good defending there from Jones. He's going to whack it clear as well, trying to find Connolly, but seen through to Fred, who plays it out to Bruno Fernandes now, and Bruno Fernandes tries to put the ball through to Ronaldo, and one in the air once again by a colossal Dale Fry. Now, Luke Shaw here for Manchester United. They're putting the pressure on right now. It's gone behind there for a Manchester United throw, but the Manchester United side here and the Premier League side here are looking to really take the game to their championship counterparts now, aren't they, with the remaining 12 minutes of extra time here to play.
They are, because they don't want it to go to penalties.
Yes, good shout as well. Here's Luke Shaw now towards Mata and back to Shaw again. Now it's with Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire there on towards Phil Jones, and Phil Jones onto Diego Dallo. Diego Dallo into Fred, one of the substitutes for United. Now onto Mata again. Also a substitute for them. Here's Luke Shaw now. Whips the cross in, and it's over everyone and straight through to Lee Peltier, who just sees it behind for a throw. And again, Manchester United looking to try and make something happen, but Middlesbrough defending very well and doing all they can. And Anthony Taylor's just having a look here at something that's going on off as well. But, there's an injury there or cramp there for Jones, who he's worked hard actually as Jones. You mentioned him earlier in the very start of the show, really, in the first half. And I quite like him. I think he's done very well over on right fullback today.
Yeah, it's been impressive. I mean, Lee Peltier is a former Forest loanee, so again, another connection to Forest there.
Yeah, but no, I like Jones. I think Jones has looked very, very bright. And obviously, you mentioned he was Jed Spence as well? Obviously, you mentioned earlier, a bit of a replacement for him, wasn't he? So
yeah, and it's been promoted. He's been promoted from within because he's their academy player, Isaiah Jones. So they basically just let Spence go to us on loan and promoted from within.
That's a very good way of doing things. And Isaiah Jones, only 22 as well, ex Tooting and Mitcham, man. Played for them back in 2019. Which is always nice to see. Players moving up through the different divisions from the lower division upwards. Peltier also ex-Leeds as well.
Yes.
It's a foul there. Was that by Phil Jones? Has it gone behind for a throw? Let's have a look here now. 10 minutes to go of the final period, by the way. When was the last time an EFL side knocked Man U out of the FA Cup, anyone? It'll probably be... I'm not too sure. You might better help us out, Russ. Were Leeds the EFL when they won 1-0 with the goal from Jermaine Beckford? Or were they Premier League at that time? It's a free kick here for Middlesbrough, by the way. Be taken by not Peltier. It's whipped in anyway. It's too high, looking for Fry, but it was 2010. Jermaine Beckford. I was correct. It was Phil Jones just heading that one behind for a Middlesbrough corner. So pressure for the Championship side now. 3rd of January 2010, sorry, when Jermaine Beckford and Leeds United knocked out Manchester United. The last side to do so there from the Championship. Corner here to be taken by Lee Peltier now. In fact, it's Tavernier this time, sorry, on this side. 8 minutes to go. Whips in. And it's headed clear by Harry Maguire. It's Luke Shaw here now for Manchester United. Takes a touch and it goes out of play for a throw.
This is so going to penalties, isn't it?
Looks like that way at the minute. Leeds were League One at the time. They weren't even Championship. There you go. Ironically, I knew Russ would have only put that in there if it was a Leeds-related question.
It seems that we thought exactly the same thing there then.
Yeah. Here's Lee Peltier now with this throw on for Middlesbrough. He looks like he's getting himself ready for a long one by the looks of it. 7 to play before we find out if it's going to go into penalties or whether somebody will be able to nick it in this remaining period of extra time. Lee Peltier takes a deflection off of Diego Dallo, and now here's Bruno Fernandes back to Dallo again, and it's now with Dyke still here for Middlesbrough. Going to play it long, looking for the number 10 Pereiro there. Tussle with Harry Maguire and helps out there by Fred, I think that was. And now it's Alanga to Fernandes. Now McTominay. Scott McTominay to Cristiano Ronaldo. Now Fred loses out there. And it's Aaron Connolly wins the free kick as well. Just the on-loan Brighton man. And Fred goes into the book there. The Manchester United midfielder. Yeah, we know you too well, Raz, 100%. It's easy when it comes to you. If it's, anything that you are, it's going to be Leeds as the answer. More often than not. 6 to play now. Johnny Howson playing for Middlesbrough was in that Leeds side today as well. Chris Wilder just barking some instructions across here to his Middlesbrough side now. Free kick taken here. It's gone long and it's into Aaron Connolly and it's taken a bit of fortune really there from Dean Henderson to deny that one from going into the net. It's kind of a save of his leg, and then second time of asking was able to gather it with his gloves. Now it's Ronaldo for United. He wins the throw there as well off of the Middlesbrough man, Lee Peltier. It is Fred now. Now it's Juan Mata. Now Diego Dallo. Over it goes to Luke Shaw. 5 minutes to go. Here's back with Harry Maguire. Now Phil Jones there. Now Dallo again. Now back with Phil Jones again as well. Now Harry Maguire here. Maybe Middlesbrough are fancying themselves if it goes to penalties here. Here's Elanga. Now it's Harry Maguire. He's got Elanga in support, and he gets that one all wrong now. It's gone out of play for a Middlesbrough throw. Go on, Luke.
Middlesbrough wants it to go to penalties because they know that Man United have already missed one in this game.
No, that's a shout as well. And obviously Ronaldo is still on the pitch, and Fernandes is on the pitch. I'm not too sure when it comes to other Man United players, how good some of these players are with penalties. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a good job that Ronaldo's touched the ball twice in the second half of extra time, because I forgot it was still on the pitch.
Well, you did want him to, not wanting to be subbed, but you did think he was going to be subbed at some point in this game, didn't you?
Yeah, because Brandy substituted him in the last 2 Premier League games I've watched, but it doesn't always work that way.
Now here's Diego Dallo now. Here is Fred. Now Luke Shaw. Now it's with Anthony Elanga. Now Scott McTominay battling with Duncan Watmore, and Man United have a free kick here now. Duncan Watmore just penalised there. Johnny Howson getting the assist on that occasion for Jermaine Beckford in the game we were talking about a few moments ago.
Stats are flowing from Russ at the moment.
They're all Leeds-based as well. Can we have a non-Leeds-based stat, Russ, from you, please?
Yeah, if possible.
If possible, yeah. That's Isaiah Jones is just in the wars a little bit here now, the Middlesbrough fullback.
Because we are covering Manchester United, and Manchester United and Leeds don't particularly like each other.
Exactly, yeah. Dallo has missed 7 of his last 9 penalties that he's taken in his senior career. There you go. There's one regarding Manchester United for Diego Dallo, and penalties don't go together very well.
Yeah, but that's from Ryan, not Russ.
Oh, well. Look, I'll take what I'm given, to be fair. Looks like the number 27. Is that 27 coming on there? Let's have a look here.
Bamba. Sol Bamba.
Sorry, 22. Sol Bamba.
22.
Yeah.
Couldn't
tell if it was a 2 or a 7. Sol Bamba, the ex-Cardiff centre-back, of course.
I'm guessing he's coming on for Jones.
Yep, he is indeed.
So that's a centre-back going in. So with Dijksteel going
to right wing back. Yeah, only for 2 minutes though when it comes to Middlesbrough. But Isaiah Jones, very good performance from him. I like him a lot. I think he's had a good game today. Yes,
and I think he's got cramp or something now.
Yeah, well, he's worked hard, and Sol Bamba there just goes in at the back, and a very experienced man, of course, there. Trying to see things out here for Middlesbrough now. Almost at Cardiff. Now it's with Diego Dallo here.
Don't mention Cardiff, that's still a sore point.
And that's Scott McTominay, and it's tips over the top by Joe Lumley. So, yeah, that was last week's game, wasn't it? Yeah. Manchester United here. Corner to them. Juan Mata over it. Almost on the brink of penalties. Juan Mata's corner. Towards Harry Maguire. Good defender there from Tavernier. Now it's with Fred. Out it goes to... Well, looking towards Juan Mata, but it goes out of play for a throw on there. Getting ever closer to penalty kicks.
They wanted to use all the scenarios tonight, didn't they?
They did. They did indeed.
Now they've had penalties.
Just hopefully it doesn't go down to the keepers when it comes to penalties.
That would be annoying.
Be a long night. Here's Scott McTominay now given away though, and Middlesbrough trying to play it forward to Aaron Connolly there, but seen comfortably by Dean Henderson.
We have a stat from Ross.
Oh, there we go. It's a non-lead stat as well. I'll go to that in a minute. Here is Luke Shaw now. Now it's with Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes on to Fred, and now Juan Mata, now Fernandes. And whilst the ball's in that area of the pitch, Middlesbrough looking to beat Manchester United in the FA Cup for the first time since 2002, when Borough won 2-0 on that occasion at the Riverside, thanks to goals from Andy Campbell and Noel Whelan, two top draw strikers that they were. We're now entering added time in extra time. So I'm not sure how long we've actually got of that, but it's Scott McTominay for Manchester United anyway. Out to is that Alanga there? 2 minutes of additional time. It's now with Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw for Manchester United.
Don't half like dragging this out.
They are. Here's Juan Mata now. Whips it in. Alanga around the back post. Good defended by Tavernier. And it's now with Fred. And chance here for Ronaldo. Good defending now. And it's now with Johnny Howson. Going to just try and whack that one forward. Phil Jones knocks it back to Dean Henderson. He plays it on to Harry Maguire, though. Ironically, just going back to the point that Russ made, Middlesbrough beating Manchester United in the FA Cup in 2002. He's also said Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, ex-Man U boss, was in the side that day. But going back to the scorers, Noel Whelan and Andy Campbell. Andy Campbell, who I actually have spoken to a couple of times and I'm friends with on social site Facebook as well. So that's one for you. Dyke still just putting that one behind for a corner. Last opportunity for Man United to win this one before it goes to penalties now. Looks like Bruno Fernandes is going to take this corner now. 30 seconds or so to go. Bruno Fernandes here with a corner. Whips it in. And it's headed up into the air by Harry Maguire. Now Ronaldo's in there. It's Fernandes shoots. It takes a deflection off of his own man. Phil Jones in there and goes away from danger. And it does look like this is going to go to penalties. Got around about 15 seconds or so to go. And England boss Gareth Southgate was in the Middlesbrough side on that occasion as well, who we also touched on earlier, having managed at Middlesbrough too. But it looks like it could be going down to Dean Henderson and Joe Lumley. And, it's going to be a really interesting sort of finale now in this game. And sort of decider now, isn't it? With the two keepers playing a big part and some of these substitutes that have come on as well. And also the likes of Ronaldo, who's obviously missed a penalty, and Bruno Fernandes on the pitch for Man United as well. So we'll find out what happened. But the referee, Andy Taylor, still playing this on at the moment. We've played 30 seconds over, and that is full time now. Whatever happens here, Middlesbrough can be very, very proud of their efforts. They can take a lot of credit into the championship, but they can still win it yet. Finished Manchester United 1, Middlesbrough 1. Jadon Sancho's goal cancelled out by Matt Crooks. And Luke, we're going to penalties, mate.
Excellent. We've got to love a good penalty shootout just to round off 120 minutes of actual football.
100%, mate. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be dramatic. And I'm glad that I'm not taking a penalty. That's for sure.
When do you want my player of the match, by the way?
We'll have it now while we're on the break between extra time and penalties. Let's go for it now. Let's have it now.
It's been a very difficult decision, but I think I'm going to give it to Paddy McNair.
Good shout. Paddy McNair has looked very, very good tonight. I think you can't really argue with that one. Also, I want to give an honourable mention to his centre-back partner as well, Dale Fry. He's looked very good today too.
Well, it changed about 5 times during the game because it was going to be Paul Pogba, Jadon Sancho, then it was going to be Dale Fry, then I thought... Then I was thinking somebody else, and then
Matt Crooks for getting his equalizer probably at some point.
Yeah, and then the settled on Paddy McNair.
Well, and if I ask you again at full time, you'll probably change it again and give it to a goalkeeper. What if they go and become a hero now and make the saves and everything? Penalties it is. Penalties were the deciding factor yesterday in the AFCON semi-final between Egypt and Cameroon, of course, and Egypt were winners on that occasion. And we go to penalties again tonight as well. So it's a good way to get us up and running for FA Cup coverage anyway. I know it's been a long night, but an enjoyable night nonetheless.
And I'm coming back for more tomorrow.
Me too. I'm coming back tomorrow lunchtime with Nicholas as well. So we're both coming back for a double. So hopefully we get plenty of drama when it comes to the penalty shootout now as well. And I'm sure we will.
Well,
See what Cristiano Ronaldo can do this time if he can hit it on target this time out.
well, let's hope that some players might actually get the ball in the goal now.
Yeah, we'll find out what happens. We'll also find out when it comes to the goalkeepers as well, of course, which one becomes a hero. Dean Henderson or Joe Lumley. Just Ralph Rangnick and Chris Wilder getting their teams together now and just sort of going through who's going to be taking what penalty in what order. So we'll find out in a second. Dean Henderson, of course, between the sticks for Manchester United. David De Gea, their usual number one, of course, has not even been in the squad today. So Dean Henderson can become a hero here. Good stuff for us. Okay. Johnny Howson, the captain for Middlesbrough. Just going over to speak to Anthony Taylor now. The Man U captain just about to join him in the centre circle here for the coin toss. And then they'll decide what end the penalty is going to be taken and who's going to be going first, etc. Harry Maguire, captain of Manchester United, of course. So there, a coin toss down. It looks like the two keepers are just having a conversation as well. Looks like it's going to be taken in front of some Manchester United fans, is it? Let's have a look here. I don't think it's in front of the away fans anyway. I'll find out in a second. And also who's taking first. You see all the Middlesbrough backroom staff and all of their substitutes are all in a huddle together. As the two keepers are just getting themselves together now as well and making the walk up towards the penalty spot. Well, they'll decide who's going to be taking first and who's going to be having to try and deny first as well. Just referee speaking to Lumley and Henderson now, saying don't go off your line and everything like that. So penalties, Luke, what do you reckon? Do you reckon Man United will be too strong when it comes to the penalties and would have practiced a bit more, or do you think Middlesbrough could actually complete the job and get themselves in the hat now for round 5?
I'm going to go for Middlesbrough purely for the fact that I like an underdog.
All right. I'll leave that with you. Then it's going to be, I think it's Borough up first, is it? It is. It's Paddy McNair, the old Manchester United man, who looks like he's going to be taking first. Your player of the match.
I think he takes their main penalties anyway, Paddy McNair.
Okay, so the main penalty taker's going first then, which is a bit of a, I don't know whether that's a ploy from Middlesbrough to try and get themselves in the ascendancy early. Paddy McNair, of course, played at Old Trafford for Manchester United as well.
You see, I'd have left Paddy McNair to like the third penalty when it's a real crucial one, or like the fourth one. Getting Paddy McNair out the way early is a bit kind of random.
It is, isn't it? But Dean Henderson here against Paddy McNair. Paddy McNair to give Middlesbrough a 1-0 lead. What can he do here from the spot? Paddy McNair steps up and scores, sends Dean Henderson the wrong way. Middlesbrough 1-0 up after one penalty. Good penalty as well from the ex-Manchester United man.
Decent penalty, that.
Right into the corner as well. Placed very, very well. See who's up next for Manchester United to pull it back to 1-1 now. It's going to be Juan Mata.
Yeah, Mata.
The ex-Chelsea man, of course.
That makes sense.
What can he do here? Joe Lumley, can he become a hero? Mata against Lumley to make it 1-1 now. Juan Mata steps up and scores, sends it to the same corner that was scored by Paddy McNair, and we're level again at 1-1 now. Another good penalty there from Juan Mata that time.
Decent strike again.
Who's up next for Middlesbrough? It's going to be the number 10, Martin Payero, one of the substitutes to come on. Didn't really have much of an impact on the game, the Argentine, but see what he can do here from 12 yards now against Dean Henderson. Martin Payero against Henderson. Payero to put Middlesbrough back in front. And he does just. Only just.
Just about.
Just about. Dean Henderson there went the right way, and it kind of just bobbled under him. In fact, Dean Henderson got a couple of hands on it and might have even helped that into the goal. But it's a soft penalty from Martin Payero, but it's gone in nonetheless. So that's all that matters when it comes to Middlesbrough. Harry Maguire up next, captain of Manchester United, to make it 2-2.
Interesting.
He has missed penalties fairly recently as well, hasn't Maguire? What can he do here? Is he going to score to level it up now? Harry Maguire against Joe Lumley. Steps up. And he scores. Sends Joe Lumley the wrong way. And that's a great penalty from Harry Maguire. Gone to the right-hand side that time. And it's another one that nestles right into the corner. And a very good penalty there from the Manchester United skipper.
Can't get it any more in the corner than that.
No, cool, calm, composed. Up next for Middlesbrough is number 16, which is Johnny Howson, ex-Leeds man, to put him back 3-2 ahead.
We need experienced as well, so he should be okay under pressure. Very
experienced player, yeah. Up against Dean Henderson here. He does look like he's pretty composed here, Johnny Howson. He looks pretty relaxed. What can he do here? Johnny Howson scores right into the corner again as well. Great penalty there from the former Leeds man. Middlesbrough back in the ascendancy now, leading by 3-2. We could be going all night, Luke.
It's looking that way, isn't it?
Great penalty though from Johnny Howson again. Another one that he couldn't go any more into the corner.
Well, all we want is an outcome.
Yeah. Up next for Manchester United is Fred, one of the substitutes. Fred up against Joe Lumley. Fred to make it 3-3. What can he do here? Scores right into the corner again. Beats Joe Lumley, and it's level at 3-3. Everyone's scored so far. And to be fair, there's been, well, I suppose probably 5 out of 6 very, very good penalties, and obviously one fortunate one as well.
You don't want to miss now.
No, that's right. If you miss now, then you're very much on the verge or on the brink of going out. Yeah. And it's going to be the number 7.
Marcus Tavernier.
Marcus Tavernier, yes. Or Tavernier. What can he do here? Up against Dean Henderson. Anthony Taylor just having a word with the shot stopper as well there. Marcus Tavernier for the Borough. What can he do? From 12 yards. Steps up. And he scores as well. Middlesbrough back in the ascendancy. 4-3. 4 taken, 4 scored for the Championship side. And pressure on Manchester United now, who really need to score this one. And because if they miss and Middlesbrough score, they can go through. And it's going to be Cristiano Ronaldo, missed in the first half of this game. Put his effort wide of Joe Lumley, remember. He would have given Manchester United the lead at that point in the game. What can Ronaldo do? Is he going to be composed this time out, or is it going to have got to him, the fact he's already missed in the game? We'll find out in a second.
It means that Bruno Fernandes must be the 5th one then.
More than likely, Fernandes would be the last one. Ronaldo up against Lumley. Ronaldo, and it's scored by Cristiano Ronaldo. He's made amends for the one he missed earlier, and it's level at 4-4. And to be fair, we're not quite in sudden death yet, but we're virtually or as good as in sudden death now. It's going to be who's taking the last penalty for Middlesbrough here. It's going to be taken by the substitute. Sol Bamba was only on the pitch for about 2 minutes or so at the end of extra time there. Is he going to be a bit rusty?
That's interesting.
Hasn't played much. Sol Bamba up against Dean Henderson. Big Sol, as Russ has called him. Sol Bamba against Dean Henderson to make it 5-4. All 4 have been scored by both sides so far.
Sol Bamba.
Sol Bamba, only been on the pitch for a few minutes, as I said. Bamba up against Henderson, steps up. And he scores as well. Sol Bamba makes it 5-4. And Manchester United here have to score now to keep themselves in this competition. Good penalty as well from Sol Bamba that time. No rust at all shown from him. 5 penalties scored for Middlesbrough. Bruno Fernandes up against Joe Lumley now to win the game for Middlesbrough if Joe Lumley can deny Bruno Fernandes here. Otherwise, we'll go into sudden death. Bruno Fernandes against Lumley. Fernandes steps up. Bruno Fernandes, or Bruno Penandes as Russ likes to call him. What can he do here? Fernandes against Lumley. Scores. It's 5-5. We go to sudden death. Fernandes doing what he always does. The hop, skip, jump, and puts it wrong side of Joe Lumley. 5 crucially taken penalties there from Manchester United and Middlesbrough. And everybody's scored so far. Nobody's yet to have missed out of the 10 that have been taken so far. It's Duncan Watmore now, the assister for the goal, coming up to take this next one. It is indeed. Duncan Watmore against Dean Henderson to make it 6-5. Duncan Watmore for Middlesbrough. Watmore steps up. It's just composing himself. Watmore against Henderson. Scores. Another great penalty into the corner of the goal. Duncan Watmore makes it 6-5. Sudden death. And who's it going to be here for Manchester United now? It might get to Diego Dallo, the man who obviously was mentioned earlier. He missed 7 out of 9. We might end up going to him at some point. We're not going to him yet, though. It's Scott McTominay next for United. Chance for Joe Lumley to become a hero once again. What can he do here? If he makes a save here, then the Middlesbrough side will be going through to round 5. Scott McTominay against Lumley. Joe Lumley trying to make himself big. Scott McTominay, and it's just about crept in. It's 6-all. And Scott McTominay a little bit fortunate again there, but it's level once again now as we go into penalty number 13.
You did want this to finish today, right?
Yes, I do. Yes. Up next for Middlesbrough is the number 6, Dale Fry. Had a very, very good game. Very, very solid throughout for Middlesbrough. Be harsh on him to miss, but obviously football's a funny old game. It doesn't take any prisoners. Fry up against Henderson, sorry. Obviously McTominay just scoring there to make it 6-all. What can Fry do? Can he make it 7-6 here? Dale Fry scored again. It's 7-6 now, and the pressure's on Manchester United again. Another great penalty that time. Dale Fry there sending Dean Henderson the wrong way.
I reckon it's going to come down to the keepers, you know.
That's what I said, wasn't it, earlier? Absolute thunderbolt of a shot, that one from Dale Fry. Up next for Manchester United is that man, Diego Dallo, the man that was mentioned a few moments ago. Missed 7 from 9. Is it going to be 8 from 10, or will it be 8 from 10? Sorry, or will it be scored this time out? Diego Dallo here for Middlesbrough now. Sorry, for Manchester United now, sorry. Joe Lumley here for Middlesbrough to become a hero again. Diego Dallo against Joe Lumley. Will it be another miss? Diego Dallo scores this time out, and it's a cool one. Somebody that's missed 7 out of 9. Didn't look like it there at all. Great penalty from Diego Dallo, the right fullback. We go to 7-7. We go to penalty number 15 now. And it's going to be Lee Peltier coming on to take this next one for Middlesbrough.
Another ex-Leeds guy before Ross typed it.
Yes, absolutely. Well said, Luke. Yeah. You got in there early. But yeah, Lee Peltier here for Middlesbrough now to make it 8-7. Every penalty has been scored so far out of the 14 that have been taken. It's the number 14 now for Middlesbrough. And he scores as well. Pressure on Man United again. Lee Peltier scores into the top roof of the net.
I don't think these guys are doing pressure.
No, none of them are. 15 very, very good penalties. Every single one scored. No misses as of yet. And it's Anthony Elanga up next for the Red Devils to make it 8-8. Joe Lumley to win it for Middlesbrough. Anthony Elanga to send us to penalty number 17. It's the number 36 for Manchester United. What can he do here? The Swede. Anthony Elanga against Joe Lumley. Steps up. And he's missed. And it's Middlesbrough that are in round 5. The 16th penalty is the crucial one. It's over the top there from the substitute, Anthony Elanga. And Manchester United have been knocked out here by Middlesbrough. And what a performance from Middlesbrough that's been as well. Anthony Elanga being consoled there by Phil Jones and Fred and Harry Maguire and some of his teammates. Middlesbrough absolutely loving that one. Going over to celebrate in front of their fans. And what a penalty shootout that was, Luke. Well, what can I say? Middlesbrough victorious in the end. Manchester United, as you said, probably right towards the start of the game in the first half of the 90 minutes, would the missed chances come back to bite them? Well, in the end, they have.
Did I not say, like, at the start of the shootout, I could see Middlesbrough winning this?
Yes, you did. You did call it, yes.
I just thought that, you know, when you got down to something like an Elanga or Dallow, I just thought they don't have the experience and the depth. And when they were bringing on people like Peltier and Bamba, I was just thinking, right, they've put experience, cool, calm heads on the pitch to win the game. And I mean, again, it was a narrow game. There's just been...
There's just Anthony Elanga that have been consoled by Cristiano Ronaldo. Obviously, he knows about missing the penalty in this game. He missed one in the first half. But it's Middlesbrough that go through in the end. 8-7 on penalties. They go to Old Trafford. They do a professional job on Manchester United. Chris Wilder there looking delighted, as you can imagine, and rightly so as well. 8 penalties taken for Middlesbrough. 8 scored. Went down to Anthony Elanga, who skied his effort over the top of Joe Lumley's goal. And we've got the upset. First game of the FA Cup, 4th round. And it's Borough that progressed. Middlesbrough went to Manchester United. Come back from 1-0 down. Jadon Sancho's goal, giving United the lead. And then it was former Rotherham man Matt Crooks equalising. They saw it through, all the way through into extra time. They saw extra time through as well. Then they were cool, calm, composed when it comes to penalties. And other side that go through into round 5. And it could well be another year without a trophy for Manchester United as well. Luke, thank you very much for your company. It's been a long night, but Middlesbrough have progressed to round 5.